Friends, neighbors, country people, lend me your head holes, and welcome to another episode of UST Unexpectedly Serious Turn, our D&D 5e Twitch stream. Yay! Alright, so we do have just a couple of announcements this week. First off, we wanted to tell you that unfortunately we are going to have to discontinue our Monday show, but if you wanted to see the thrilling adventure, we do have some YouTube videos up on our YouTube channel. You can check those out, links are down below. And we will still be continuing all of the other series that we do have on this channel, as well as working on some new things. However, we are going to be taking a break for the holiday season. So, in December, we are going to be taking a short hiatus up until just about after the new year. We will be bringing out some new and exciting things, working on a lot of content and the quality that we are bringing you guys over that break. And we will still be continuing metagaming and having some one-shots and things like that. So if you want to get information on all of the things that we will be doing over the holiday season and keep up to date everything, we definitely suggest that you do both the Heroes Hall Discord, because we will be keeping you up to date on all of the announcements in that Discord, as well as on our Twitter and Facebook pages. Both of those will be imperative for all of the upcoming updates and anything else that we have going on as far as content goes. So really make sure that you're following those links, and that way we can keep you up to date on all of the cool and exciting information that we will be bringing to you in the next months or so as we take our holiday break from our world of Anna. And that should be the end of our announcements so far. So let's get right back into the story, shall we? Last time we saw our intrepid adventurers, they had just arrived on the island of Zarn, a dastardly and daring pirate island. They found themselves to the Serpent's Furry, which was an inn that they decided to get some rooms at and ensure that they had a place to go over their stay here. As they went out to explore the town, they found a bar, and in this bar there was a bard, as there tends to be with inns and taverns and bards. They listened to this bard's stories, and some of them were curious and interesting. As doing so, they followed the bard and lost track of him just outside of some wooded area. They discovered a cave as well as a ship. In the ship, there looked to be a small army of people loading and unloading boxes. However, through that cave entrance, they found some interesting things. After lots of daring traps and confusions, they came upon some Owlfolk trapped in cages. And in those cages, Strix discovered her family. And unfortunately, a terrible and devastating fact of what happens when attacks occur. With a promise to rebuild, Strix had to say goodbye. A sad and teary farewell to her friends as she went with her family, now rediscovered, to go reestablish her home. And upon that, you guys have sent Strix off to the ship and Captain Douane. Very kind of you. And now, what would you like to do?
Right, so that cave is fucked. Absolutely fucked. And our eyes have, they've gone home. So... I have zero ideas. We have no ride.
Wasn't there a secret entrance in the back of that cave?
There is apparently a secret tunnel that we have, to my knowledge, not found.
And we do know how to get through the cave, so maybe we could check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can find it, yeah.
Worth a shot.
So, do you think our innkeep... I realize we're on a pirate island. Do we think that the innkeeper might know how to get us off this fucking rock once we get done kicking their ass?
Two things. One, probably. Two, maybe shouldn't start with, hey, so we lost our boat on a pirate island. Doesn't sound like a great idea. control the narrative, you know?
I mean, you would know more about that than I would, certainly. I'm more
That's
of a throw Molotov cocktails and hammers and axes and ask questions after.
Would also not recommend starting it that way.
Duly noted.
It does make negotiations tough.
A little bit.
That's
Well-
fair.
So, do we want to explore the cave further, or do we want to head back to the inn and, like, figure out what to do next? And maybe gently ask around as far as getting off the island so we have an exit strategy should things go south.
I think both are very legitimate options. Because
Split
if
the
we
party, got it.
let's it usually doesn't work so well for us. So honestly, we should probably secure passage off the ship or off the island before we mess with Captain Bloodmane over here.
Yeah, having a way out, probably a good call. But the cave is right here.
The cave is right here, and
And
there
it'll
is
still be here.
there's also the option of there are some abandoned ships out there in that yard.
Does anybody know how to
Do we
ship?
all- yes.
Well, that we talk to the tavern owner and say, "Hey, we're acquiring a ship. We need a crew."
Hey, who wants to help us steal a boat?
Right.
We are the worst pirates ever.
They're the pirates who don't do anything.
So, I'm down for either or. We can flip a coin.
Actinia?
I'd like to flip a coin. And she's gonna. Do I even have a coin? I'm gonna roll a die.
Do you have a 1d2?
I have a D2.
Odds and evens. I have a bard coin.
I've
That
got a Kraken D2.
Oh, there you go.
I love those things.
Nice.
I have a bard's coin that has a broken mandolin on one side and a whole mandolin on the other.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
That's super cool.
My friend got him for me. He's nice.
So will one be to go in cave and two be will to go back?
All
Okay.
right. Let the gods decide.
Indeed.
To the tavern. Or to the inn, excuse me.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's go. Did Strix left her quarterstaff with us, the vicious quarterstaff, correct?
Yes.
And took
Strix
her
left
fan?
the quarterstaff and took her fan.
Okay. I'm going to hold the quarterstaff in the hand that I normally hold my sword in, but I'm going to hold it kind of more like a club, and I'm going to pull out my hammer.
Okay.
I
So we're heading back to the inn.
Yeah. The one with the flaming Ouroboros design.
That's
All
no
right.
problem.
Oh, that's great.
All right. So you guys journey back through the town. Things still seem to be in full swing. In fact, it is later at night. However, somehow things seem to be even more swinging than they were when you arrived. Somehow this town just seems to be full of really rowdy and kind of gross people. There's a couple of people who do rather unmentionable things in front of you. Disgusting the lot of you several times. Many fist fights, many broken bones and jaws and bleeding. But you know, you make it back to your inn rather successfully, and only noticed in so much as you are not disgustingly rowdy in the middle of the town. But yeah, you make it back to the inn, and Big, You have spent your day wandering through this town and going on the little adventure that we talked about. You discovered where the hideout of these no-good ruffians that you've been tracking is. You found the cages full of things that you must protect, and now you are headed back to your inn to plan. While arriving, you find a group of people who seem rather civilized for the town around you. Now, you're used to the wildlands, but even you are more civilized than most of the people on this island, so this sticks out to you. Would you like to describe yourself?
Yes, you guys see Big Little Good Barrel, and he is a halfling, shorter than most than what you probably were used and accustomed to. He is an older halfling, probably running around 78 years old, and he dons a wolf cap, has a giant long white beard, a nose tusk piercing, and he just seems to be wearing like ragtag, what you would say, quote unquote, druidic type clothing, and has a little club strapped to his back too.
Yeah. And y'all find this small halfling at the inn, who also looks, I mean, not like he's from a town necessarily, not as like posh as some of the people from the Lantern Light, like proper, not super strong civilized, but certainly not drunk and rowdy and trying to create harm, havoc, and other sorts of chaos.
Not a pirate.
Not a pirate. Yeah.
Oh.
Even though I notice some, I'm not too certain about like everyone around here, and so far my experience with the majority of these people haven't been the most welcoming. So I will like notice them, but I'm gonna go to the bar and get a beer first because Pap is thirsty.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And yeah, there's a little. The bar is not manned, but there is a section that has alcohol there, and you assume that if you shout, you'll probably get some assistance.
Hey!
Yes, I'm coming. Fine.
Down here.
Of course. Yes. Is there something that you wanted?
Yes, a drink would be great. I'm famished.
What sort of drink?
Whatever your best ale is, I really like a good ale.
Good. Here, and he hands you. It's foaming.
Won't question that. And then, how much?
Sorry, my brain just paused for a second there. 5 copper.
Okay, here's a silver. You can just keep the change, and I'm gonna just start chugging this thing like he hasn't had a drink in like the last like 3 days.
Do we see this?
Yeah.
God, I miss being able to
it's
drink like that.
Well,
5 copper.
I can't. Oh God, but I would love to be able to drink like that again. Oh jeez.
Do I overhear this gentleman talking about wanting a drink?
He's being very loud, so yeah.
I am not discreet.
I'll get you one here. Use the other 5.
I can't. I really can't. We will get smoked.
Well, that's fine then. Just give me another one. I'll drink his, and then I'll finish this one.
By all means.
You are handed another foaming mug.
Thank you. And then I'll just like kind of waddle over to a table or something like that, and sit down and continue to to drink my sorrows away.
Edwin, if you're probably gonna be better at the speaking thing than I am. You and Glib both. I know better.
Uh-huh.
We need to try and get that passage off the island, don't we?
Right. Do we see the I
Right
can't
now,
remember her
the
name.
only person you see is the Triton at the bar, who is different from the Triton who checked you in.
Hmm.
He is a boy, which stands out as not the person who checked you in.
Let's.
So, can I roll insight on this fella to see if he seems like he's worth talking to?
The Triton?
because so far I don't care for his demeanor,
Go for it.
and it's been a long day, you know. Like
It has.
I'm just not in the mood. It would help if I press the right button.
You would also remember that to get her attention when you checked in, you had to, like, shout out for assistance.
I mean, that's fair. But he's there, and I'm
But
gonna
he's
look
there,
at
yeah.
him. So.
No, that's fair.
We are making eye
I'm just-
contact.
Yeah, I'm just offering the information. Because it's been a minute.
That is a 12.
It's a little, I mean, it's really hard to read most people around here. He doesn't seem outright vicious or anything. He just, like, he seems a little put off. But the specific reason he's put off or like terse, you're not instantly able to discern off the top of your head.
Now that's
Like
fair.
not from an insight check.
I do have a pretty strong aversion to reading, so
That's true.
Library's bad.
Books.
Glib, you're loud. Have fun.
I would like to roll a perception check on Beeg to see. I mean, we've seen all sorts of folk out here. He's wearing a wolf cap that's clearly out of place for where we are. I just kind of want to like give him a once over and see if he's anything like any of the other people that are here. And I use the word people loosely.
Well, I mean, straight off the top, you can tell that he looks very different from the other people you've seen in town.
Okay.
And his behavior, totally the opposite of everyone you've seen in town. He just offered to buy you a drink.
That's true.
So far, hasn't stabbed us.
So
And
far, he has
very
not
true.
stabbed us. That is true. Or
He
tried to
asked-
shoot us.
Hasn't tried
He
to
asked for
disguise
said
team.
drink very politely as well.
Hasn't tried
In
to
fact,
stab
he
us.
might be
This-
the nicest person we've run into thus far. Just the fact that he was like, "Hey, buddy, you need a drink yet? Oh no, okay, that's cool." And
Right?
just
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna pull up a
waddle
chair.
away.
I'm gonna pull up a chair at the table that Beeg is at.
Actinia will sit down next to you, but like a little bit further away.
oh no! Did you change your mind? I drank this. I'll get you. I'll get you another.
Unfortunately, I can't. And I'm just gonna kind of like gesture at the symbol, the holy symbol of Higrasa on my chest that I made because I'm still wearing the armor and covering up the one that she branded on me.
Dude, she tattooed divinely. And
Divine
yeah,
tattoo, divine brand, same thing.
But Big, you would see an image that you would know to be a holy symbol belonging to the goddess of justice.
Ah,
Yeah. She's
That's
not
it.
terribly fond of me drinking.
but it's not illegal to drink.
No, but in order to be in her service, I had to swear off the stuff.
Ah. Well, That's
But-
commitment. I'm rude. I apologize. I'm big. Big little good barrel, they call me, and he extends his little hand to you.
Fen'rahl reach out and shake his hand. Fen'rahl Everbrun.
Ooh, that's a strong name. I like it.
Well, the last name is from an asshole I just happen to be related to.
I've been there.
So, I get the impression that you're a little bit like us in the way that, we don't really belong here, if you catch my meaning.
You're preaching to the choir there, buddy. I'm here for, my own form of justice, I guess you could say.
Do tell.
Well, I mean, not really much else to tell. I am an ambassador of sorts. I don't like when innocence is put in danger, if you know what I mean. And, between you and me, I kind of snuck on a pirate ship to get here, and I'm looking to free a whole bunch of animals that I know are being mistreated. I'll go take a
Interesting.
drink.
And Fenn's going to lean in, and I'm going to try and whisper. I realize this does not go well for me normally.
Roll me a stealth check.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
It's going to be a little bit of a tough DC because you have very clearly gotten the attention of the train at the bar unless somebody is trying to distract him.
Yeah, that's a 7.
Mm-hmm. Please
Um,
continue.
so we're here to, I guess you could say, bring one's just desserts to a pirate cultist here on the island.
Well,
Trying to end the world and all that.
I'll also attempt to whisper with him, so I can clearly see he's not trying to be too loud.
Roll
I
me a
don't-
stealth check.
Thank God for lucky.
I tried, guys. I really tried.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if the drunk is more discreet.
He's gotta be.
To be fair, Fen is also a drunk. He's just sober.
Which
Unwillingly.
apparently is the problem.
I only got a 10. 2.
They're just
Slightly
these guys are just
more
like,
discreet than-
don't talk about it.
And just to let you know, we're here to fight a world-ending cultist pirate. Oh, you
Sloppy
don't
drunk.
say!
Sloppy drunk stage whispering, yeah. Sloppy drunk stage whispering.
Actinia's just looking like, what are you guys doing?
Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear. I'm big little good barrel. Shh. What's your name?
Actinia.
What?
It's Actinia.
Oh, Actinia. That's very pretty. I like that name. That's a good name. You guys have good names. I like those names. So, I'd like to, I guess, just roll an insight check to see, like a overall gauge. I know that they look different than most people, but just for my own, see if they're on the up and up.
Sure. Roll me an insight check, and 2 of you roll me persuasion checks.
Yes, ma'am.
My insight is an 18.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
walk over to the bar as they're doing this.
Mm.
I'm gonna hand the guy a gold piece. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna need 4 drinks and take a walk.
Your wish is my command. And he just puts, 4 dark-looking liquids. They do not have any bubbles or carbonation or foam. Just dark-looking liquid on the bar. You're pretty sure you see, a bubble pop that looks like it's got an eye in it, but, it pops, so it's probably nothing, right? And then he just walks away.
Yeah, Glib's getting that one.
Sounds about right, yeah.
I'm gonna come back to the table. I'm gonna give one to Glib. gonna give one to Beeg.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put one in front of Actinia if she wants it, and then I'm gonna sit down with one, and just be like, all right, this is happening now.
Ben's just gonna drink water out of his canteen.
It goes down smooth and thick. It's a warm, rich liquid with a kind of sweet after flavor, like on the back of your tongue. And then once you've swallowed it, it kind of feels like you just drank acid and fire.
Oof.
Oh my goodness.
But it's like an after effect after you fully swallowed. So it's fun.
I'm gonna turn to Glib and be like, is it any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Do all of our drinks have this effect?
Yes.
Oh. That'll put hair on your chest. And it'll just keep drinking.
Goes down like Jaeger, burns like tequila. Like,
The original ale did not have that, but this in particular does.
Okay.
There was no name given as to what this liquid was.
Well, I got their names. What's yours there, fellow with the instrument?
Edwin.
Edwin. That's it.
Edwin Sintra.
Again,
Good to meet you.
Another great name. I don't know what it is about you guys. What about you, fella? You over there?
I'm Glib.
Glib. These are the best names I've heard since I've been here. I'm just gonna be honest.
I've expected him to be like, oh, that name sucks. And thus starts the rivalry of the two little fellas. Like,
Well, I guess I already told your friend here, and I kind of seemed, after my insight check, I can tell they're obviously pretty friendly.
Yeah, I rolled a 17 on persuasion for once.
Yeah.
I rolled 12.
Okay.
But like it was a communal, essentially DC beat check. Yeah, y'all made it. You're good.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you guys aren't from here, and I think, hopefully we can help each other. I have my ways of getting on and off this place, as illegal as they might be, but they work. I would love if you guys could possibly accompany me to help come free these animals that are, being somewhat tortured and sold illegally. They don't deserve to be in cages or have chains on them, and if I can set that right, I'd love for your help.
I don't like people being mean to animals. And we need a way off this island, so that sounds like a win-win to me.
Indeed, and we have the blood mine issue to deal with too.
I hope they're not the ones that are being mean to animals.
Excuse me, blood mine?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Captain Blood Mine.
A captain? That's right. There are a lot of pirates out here.
No, my understanding is the island is full of them. Is there anyone in the building at the moment other than us, or in this room?
Not that you can see.
Can I
Okay.
do a perception check just in case?
Duh.
Sure, go ahead.
Danke.
I'm assuming the
crap.
innkeeper's around here somewhere.
Hold on, let me throw that real quick, like an idiot. Okay.
Ooh,
Ooh, 12.
nice.
Okay, sorry, as I clicked it and I was like, oh wait, it knocks it darkens the screen.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it darkens the screen on my end. So,
I think I'm fine. I think we're good.
yeah, I didn't want to interrupt your persuasion check. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I got a 12. It's fine.
All right, so
Should
we
I roll
got
again?
not the perception check.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fine.
Cool.
So we've got. Actinia, you see nothing. You're fine. You're like, yeah, it's fine. There's no one down here. Fen, you see nothing. You hear someone walking around upstairs, little creaks in the ceiling, but they don't.
I'm just going to point up.
Yeah.
So that everybody knows.
I'm gonna look up in the air. What's up there?
People.
Oh.
Well, it is an inn. Kind of makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, we're all kind of doing okay anyways, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull some of the empty glass bottles out of the bag of holding, and I'm gonna pull the big ass thing of rum that Edwin bought, or convince the tavern keeper, and I'm just gonna start filling up the glass bottles and prepping Molotov cocktails.
Actinia's gonna pass you her drink too.
Just,
Beeg is his
Not
eyes
the
almost
rum.
widen, and he's like, "Oh my god, that's the stuff."
Terrifying.
Not the rum.
the rum.
Why is the rum always gone?
So I'm not sure how much of the bottle I would need for the 6 empty bottles that we have. But whatever is left over, I will look at Edwin and just be like, for the rest of the table, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't imagine there would be too much left.
Yeah, I don't think there would be. Personally.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Not for sure. But yeah. You make your Molotov cocktails. You're pretty sure they'll work. You don't really know this alcohol per se,
Yeah, I'm
but
not
it's
100.
still alcohol. You can tell that by the you can't tell anything, but everyone else can tell that by the way it burns.
I just kind of no, yeah, that's alcohol, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it smells. It smells.
Single tear as he's like stuffing the bottles.
It smells vaguely like burnt brown sugar and just pure alcohol, like absinthe.
The rum?
It's something.
I feel less bad about it being gone.
Yeah,
You didn't ask. You don't know.
I'll just slide the bottle into the middle of the table and throw the Molotov cocktails back into the bag of holding. Well, on the plus side, if we need to light a ship on fire, we can do that.
Andy, where's these animals?
Well, they're over in a little, kind of like, somewhat of a hideout. It's right outside of here in Main Town. And
Is it a beach cave?
it kind of sorts. It's more of a, I guess, a warehouse, you could say. Yeah, but I've kind of already scoped it out, and I would have went ahead and done it myself, but I'm just a frail old little man, and I might need some help.
Well,
Very little.
I'm thinking if we get those animals out of there, and I assume there's going to be fire involved because, and he just looks at the Molotov cocktails going into the bag, that might prove enough of a distraction for Bloodmane's small army that we could go check out the ship then.
I think that sounds like a dapper idea.
I like this idea.
Because there's fire.
Just for Beeg's knowledge, you do also happen to know the location of the ship that you found your way in on. So
Sweet.
just for that information.
Perfect.
It was a fairly small crew, but it was a crew nonetheless.
Cool.
All right.
Well, let's
free the animals, and then go create the distraction, and then straight to Bloodmine, and then get the fuck off this island. I will never get clean after this place.
No.
I couldn't agree with you more.
But we still have to figure out the cult connection, right? We're still trying to get information.
All right, shit. Yeah, because he's. Damn, you're right.
Well, we can get it from Bloodmane, can't we?
Well, I'm sure he'll.
Hopefully, but that's why I'm saying, because if the plan is like distract him and steal his boat, it's like, wait, we forgot to
But his boat
question.
might have documents and such.
That's true.
Communique.
So we should search the ship before we steal it. But also, who knows how to ship a ship?
We need a crew for that.
And maybe we don't even steal it. Maybe we disable it.
I'm just gonna like pull one of the Molotov cocktails out and just go.
Maybe that could be the distraction.
That's
burn
it.
I mean, we keep the documentation, of course. Light the rest of it up. It's made of wood.
Very true.
I think if we do go that route, maybe we'd be a little more subtle so they don't know anything's wrong right off the bat until maybe they're out in the middle of the ocean like, oh, by the way, there's this big hole in the hull that keeps us, oh no, we're in Sink Town now.
I like it.
Well, if you guys are willing to help me, I'm willing to help you with whatever else you need to. It's not just like, you help me with my thing, and I'm like, okay, I'll see you later. I'll help you.
Those squid pro quo.
Yes.
Fair enough.
So are we going to the boat first and then the animals and then distraction and then cave?
I think it's animals then cave.
Animals cave. When's boat?
We can
The
do
boat's
that
in the
now.
cave.
Boat's in the... Okay, I got it.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking. By the way, too, I do also still know the whereabouts of the boat that I snuck in on. So I can help you get under there, too.
Oh.
All right. So we have an escape plan.
All right. So, animals.
Well, not quite.
Boat.
Because
Other
we
boat.
need a crew. Unless we have like a really small boat and we can learn how to sail it.
Well, he said oh god.
He just said he knew where a boat was.
Yeah, he knows where a boat is, but who...
Right, but he said he snuck in on the boat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, are you
That
guys
does not
very
mean he
stealthy?
was sailing the boat.
Are we going to sneak out on the same boat?
I mean, how stealthy are you guys?
All of us going to hide on this boat? No.
Not great. Yeah, not great.
I'm pretty stealthy when it comes to the necessities. But, yeah, I guess that does pose a problem.
Yeah.
We can try and hire another crew.
We were
Well,
all on a boat once. Why don't we just figure it out and take the boat?
That's some mighty dangerous optimism you got there.
if we did that, I have a sinking feeling it might not go well.
Right? We may have to walk a few planks if we do that.
I will say, though, money talks in this town, I assume. If we go to the docks and just start asking around, we'd probably find somebody, worst case scenario, but...
Yeah, maybe we can find... It's hard because I don't know how subtle we can be here asking questions, but it'd be nice if we could find either a neutral party that we feel will not be outbid or terrified of Bloodmane, or find people who are opposed to Bloodmane that we could hire or bribe or persuade or what have you to help us escape once we do the deed.
Also fair. The tavern owner here seemed pretty keen on no violence here, so that's the only other than Big here. They're the only person that lives on this island so far that hasn't been ready to just deck somebody in the jaw.
I'm not from here.
No, I know that's what I mean. They're the only person we've met that's from here that would be like that.
Yes.
I'm not terribly great with the speaking thing.
Yes, that's fine. I prefer actually not to speak if I don't have to, but I like you guys for some reason.
There is another possibility. If violence does break out around here, it's gonna be chaos. It's already chaos. Can you imagine more of that going on? If it's like you're in a cafeteria, somebody throws little mashed potatoes, boom, everybody's in on it. So at that point, that might give us the cover we need to lay low for a bit and then figure out a boat situation after that.
Yeah, quite frankly, if we were in a populated area, I'm pretty sure like Fen could randomly punch a guy, and then I could point at Bloodmane and be like, "It was him," and then they would just attack him and his crew instead of us. Uh, like that's just how bananas this place is.
I mean, if we're offering.
Fen, please don't punch some random guy.
No. Not unless we're gonna actually like pin it on somebody and get the fuck out of here. I've been in my fair share of bar fights. I don't, you know.
Right, but your willingness to punch a stranger is a little concerning. So, what should we do first?
Let's get these animals taken care of.
Yeah.
I'd
Do
appreciate
the
that.
animals, and then we'll take advantage of the confusion to figure out the rest.
Yeah.
Done
All right.
deal.
Fantastic. And all of you still have your points marked, right? For anything that you used while in the cave.
Correct.
Oh,
I don't think I
Yay.
used anything in the cave.
Oh,
but
dang, I used a
also
lot of
short
spells.
rests.
Yeah, Actinia used a lot of stuff.
Glib,
Okay,
I would
it's not
I
that
would
bad.
allow what you used or what just happened to be a short rest because you've been hanging out and drinking and just chilling. So I would agree that's a short rest. Which applies to all of you if you have any healing that needs to happen or you have anything that comes back on a short rest.
I'm good. I totally dodged the trap that I triggered, so...
Yeah, I don't think I took any damage. Or used any spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys managed to kind of like all the traps. Fen and Actinia were not so lucky.
Finn already healed me. I had 1 HP loss and I just got it back.
Yeah, okay.
We're
Fair
good.
enough. But yeah, so you guys find your way out onto the chaotic streets. Beeg manages to kind of show you guys towards what looks to be a very large abandoned house. Is kind of a generous word for what this looks like.
Where's that out on the map?
So what we're looking at is about here. So the inn is about here. You guys kind of walk.
I'm not
This
seeing
way.
anything.
Same.
Did I move you guys to the place with this? Oh yeah, I did. Am I on the wrong? I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
All
I
good.
forget that GM layer is a thing. So the inn is I believe here's where we put it. This sounds about right.
Okay.
And so the little warehouse thing is about here.
Okay. Yeah, because the tavern is like over here-ish.
Yeah.
In this general area, the tavern that we were at yesterday.
Yeah, and it's not yesterday. It's just
Sorry, today.
Yeah, earlier this night. Everything. Yes.
Okay.
Words. But yes, you guys walk up to this abandoned looking rundown house. And Beeg, you know that there are people inside.
Mm.
Or at least you're rather confident that there are people inside because there were people inside when you left. And they didn't look like they were going to be leaving anytime soon.
Okay.
Yeah, so you come to this house. What's your plans, Stan?
So I can't imagine that they would leave it unguarded. Do we want to try and see if we can scout out a little bit first, and then maybe make a plan of attack? I just want to make it clear, I am not. What's the word I'm looking for? I am willing to kill these people to get these animals free. I just want to make sure that everyone's on board with that, if needed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
Maybe we don't have to, but you know.
I'm just saying, if push comes to shove, little Beegie's gonna push right back. So,
I just like how the conversation was like, I know we just had a drink, but like, are y'all cool with
with like
murder?
Yeah, I mean,
But even more concerning is essentially the group consensus is like, if it comes to that.
Yeah, I guess.
no, but quite literally the entire conversation was you kill my corpse, I kill yours.
Basically.
Yeah.
So what's you said it was like a renovated or not renovated, but it was like a house. Is it like how many stories are we talking about?
It looks to be about 2 stories. It looks like some sort of cross between a warehouse and a house. None of the buildings, I use that term loosely, on this island look particularly well thought out or planned or really structurally sound. But actually there are like 3 buildings that you've seen that look structurally sound. All of them had red lanterns hanging from the doorway.
Of course they did.
Just get it.
Yeah.
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 No. Yeah. So that's, but it fits in with the aesthetics of
Are
the
there
town.
signs outside the red lantern houses that say if this house is a rockin', don't come a knockin'?
Absolutely not. These have no markings upon them, but everyone knows where they are.
Of course.
Actinia's gonna start looking around the building.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Big, did you happen to see how many people might have been in here?
I couldn't give you a full count, but I'll tell you this. I saw more than 5, and then I was like, I can't do this alone.
That's fair.
Fair enough. All right.
22.
22.
Damn.
22.
Yeah, so Actinia, you are can you also roll me a stealth check?
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're trying to stealth, if you're not trying to stealth, just throw it all out.
No, I would like to at least put some effort in.
At least attempt.
Yeah.
Put a effort in there.
Hey.
Whoa.
Nice! You're doing good! Alright. It's to make up for those 2 12s. So yeah, you sneak your way up and look in the windows. You see a couple of shadows roaming around, and you do see what looks to be a light in some stairs that seem to be going down. You assume that there's some sort of cellar or something, basement to this building. And you count at least 3 people in the window in front of you. Beeg, you know that on the ship that you came in on, there were about 4 people.
Mhm.
But once they got to the house, there were several more that were present.
Yeah. Okay.
Too much for one person alone, but not too much necessarily for...
Mhm.
The thought just occurred to me. Before we go in there, what are we going to do with these animals after we're done?
Oh, we're
I was
gonna
about to ask the same thing.
set them free.
Oh,
On the
yeah.
island?
Are we going to set them free here?
I mean, I
Are
don't.
they aquatic? Can they get other places?
They're fairly exotic animals. They've been taken from kind of all around.
You saw most of them were babies. You saw a displacer beast cub, an owl bear cub, something called a jaculi, as well as several exotic birds and other things from outside the lantern light.
So DM then would
beast. What?
DM. So would I have I guess like a contact that I want to bring them back to, or because then if they're babies, I wouldn't want to just release them right into the wild after.
You would know how to get in contact with your mentor person.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Mentor
sweet.
type person.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't necessarily know where to put them, but I have a friend who's pretty much my old pappy, and I think he'll know where to put them.
But still, we're going to have
So
to
we're
get them off the island with us.
Yes,
Then.
this is true. Yes.
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
Oh boy.
But when that comes to it, don't worry. I'll be able to get them.
Okay.
Question for DM.
Okay.
With my perception roll, could I also have looked for maybe a room that had less people in it, or an empty room that we could get into?
Yeah, you would see what kind of looks like a kitchen around the back.
Okay. So it looks like there's a basement, and I think I found a room in the back that we can get in through.
Oh, nice.
Excellent news. So, we're just gonna make quick work of these guys, yeah?
Yes, I think that'd be best. And then I will kind of follow suit with them. I want to be at least near the somewhat of the front, because I don't want them to take the first hits if this is me bringing them along. I'd feel bad.
That's
What if-
entirely fair.
what if we make a noise out here and maybe they send somebody to come check it out, and then we take care of them, and then we take care of the rest of them.
Actinia, by the kitchen door, how many people does it look like there are just hanging around outside?
I saw at least 3 or 4
Outside or inside?
inside. Sorry,
Okay, was there anyone outside?
not that I saw.
All right. So why don't we go around the back, and that way we can just deal with whoever comes out and not attract as much attention as I normally seem to. And then I say we go inside and deal with the rest.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
All right. So I guess we go around to the kitchen door. Do I see anybody out back myself, just in case? Just in case.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
You got it. 1 moment. There it is. Okay. I got 11.
Nope.
I don't see shit. All right. So I'm gonna. Was there anything like around me, like a glass bottle or something that I can like throw at the door or something?
So I just want to say, I do have Thunderclap, which can be heard from up to 100 feet away.
That might be too much attention. I was thinking.
Well, how big is the building?
Either that, or it may not be enough attention because that sounds an awful lot like those cannon things.
That's fair.
Hey, Beeg, can you describe? You said they had some fancy birds in there, right? Can you describe one of those bird calls to me?
Yeah, I guess kind of. I'd like to do my best in intimidation of the bird call to him.
Mean imitation?
Yeah,
Performance check, if you please, my good sir.
but of course.
But of course.
Ooh, sorry, that first one was a 12.
That's fine. You get an approximation of what you think the bird call would sound like. Glib, roll me a nature check. Gonna let this kind of build off of each other, create the DC.
Nature. Ooh, 5. We didn't have a lot of birds back home.
Yeah, you don't know that bird, but like, you're pretty sure you can sound like him.
Okay. Well, I'd like to cast Prestidigitation to make the bird sound.
Then-
If possible.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a performance check. If you are not proficient in performance, you may add your proficiency modifier.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Because you're using magic.
Magic.
I-
Damn.
and technically that's 26 because that didn't have my proficiency bonus.
Okay, Edwin. So yeah, you get like a great bird sound. You're not sure if that's the perfectly that bird, but you get a great bird sound. Big, you know that sounds exactly like the bird that you were trying to do, and you're just like, whoa, this guy, am I right?
Oh my goodness, you're so good. You're so good.
Woohoo!
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
hopefully that got some attention because they're like, "Oh, how'd the bird get out? Oh, let's go check it out."
Yeah, and you do hear someone inside go,
Oh,
They're being held by bears.
that's the baby.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And yeah, stumbling outside, I'm gonna just put us on an old map because I am terrible. There you go. Stumbling out, you do see rather bedraggled, drunk-looking dude kind of exits the house, looking around like, Here, birdie, 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 birdie. Here, birdie, 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 birdie. I don't sing.
We're just standing there, like there. Like, he's just.
Well, I was gonna sit by the house, so as soon as he comes out, I'm gonna, because I've still got the vicious quarterstaff in my hand, I'm just gonna club him.
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
Let me see.
Birdie, 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 birdie.
I haven't added that to my inventory over here. So that is that's strength based.
Yep. And since this is a surprise attack, it would be at advantage technically.
Got it.
With Actinia standing right there, I just like to think of him stepping out and seeing her, and she's just like, hello, and then Fat just clunk.
Basically, yeah.
Got birdie wings. It was a good distraction.
Sure.
Technically that's a 9 to hit.
Ooh. Roll 20 hates you today.
See, what's
Wait.
funny is I rolled a test roll beforehand.
You're a fighter.
I am a fighter.
So it would just be a strength-based attack roll with a blunt weapon. So if you have, like, a club or anything like that, you're proficient in this weapon.
Yeah, it says +6.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Yeah, so that's not a 6, that's a 12.
Oh, okay.
Or no, that's a... This is 3 plus 6, which is 9.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So.
I said 9.
Oh, I got confused because thanks. So yeah, unfortunately, like you misjudge where he's at because he's kind of just like stumbling about and kind of wiggling a little, and he kind of blinks a little bit at Actinia, and because of he like waves at just the right time, you manage to like. Plus, you're not used to this weapon, so it's a little rough on you. But yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. Because it's a. Do I get both my attacks with a surprise round or just the one?
Because you have 2 attacks per action, I will allow a second attack.
Okay, then I'm going to pull the hammer up.
Okay.
Because I have a thing for this.
Hit him with a hammer. Then I'll
Oh,
hit him with a hammer. It
Nice.
auto rolled damage.
Oh, it auto rolled damage because I clicked the hammer. Okay. So that is a. With the hammer whip, that's.
Why did
A
I roll
lot.
so many D4 for you?
I don't know.
Oh, because you rolled max damage, so... No? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
It's a 23 to hit, and I can re-roll the d4. It's not a big deal.
Nah, I'll take the 7. It's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, you hit him. Shocking, I know. And 7 damage. He's like, if he was stumbling before, he is stumbling now. He looks like he got walloped. Actually, yeah, no, that's that counts. But yeah, so he's walloped. But I would count that as a surprise round. So y'all gonna have to roll me initiative now.
Copy that.
Dude.
All right, so we have rolled our initiative, and unfortunately, the thug you just walloped is the first one. But we have established that he is also drunk, so he will unfortunately be rolling at disadvantage. So,
Unfortunately.
Yes.
I want to play with my toys too.
That's fair.
I'm assuming an 8 does not hit you, then.
No.
Okay, that's fair. What is it with me rolling like crud? 9 doesn't hit you, does it, Actinia?
Nope.
Fantastic. So that's his turn. Other than to, well, he does actually get one more because he gets bonus action. Yeah.
Man, is this drunk dude just like helicopter spinning?
I hit him so hard he's just going in turns.
Does an 11 hit you, Actinia? Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's his turn, other than to shout, which is a curse word that but it is said in Orcish, so you know.
Fen understands.
Yeah. So next is Edwin's turn.
All right, and he's just gonna pull his rapier out and just, okay, guys, we're trying to do this quiet, like, and he's gonna walk up to him and he's gonna attempt to just silence him with the rapier. With his
Alright.
+1 rapier.
Go for it.
I don't know why it rolled.
So many dice, yeah.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit, yes. And with that, you just stab him through, and he is down for the count.
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm. And yes, and as you get him down, you hear another gentleman coming from inside of the house, who comes out through the door, sees his dead friend, goes, "What?" And so he's gonna go for. He is not drunk, so he is rolling just bagel. That's nice. That's reasonable. Does a 17 hit you, Fen?
Just so.
Fantastic. I mean, terrible news. Horrible, no good news. I'm so sorry.
Hate it when that happens.
I know, right?
For 3 points of slashing damage with his scimitar.
Copy.
And then he gets another roll on you. That is an 18
That will hit.
for 2 points of slashing damage, and then he'll look to Actinia, and he's like, nah. And that is a 15. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Okay. And that is 2 points of slashing damage.
I'm gonna slap the cloud rune and I'm gonna move the damage back to me.
Okay. And you get another 2 points of damage.
Cindy is very confused. She's like, what?
Yeah, you just got like swiped with a dagger, and you're like, I felt nothing, and there's no blood. Your shirt's a little torn. You're a little annoyed by that because, like, hey, I liked that shirt.
I
But yeah,
was borrowing that shirt too.
right?
Actually, now I want to kill him. I was borrowing these clothes.
Right? Yeah. Man, she's
That's a
gonna have to
real-
get those back.
Fen's a real ride or die, homie.
That was that.
I admire this man's logic. You killed my friend, I'm gonna try and kill your friend instead of you.
Right.
I'll hurt you like you hurt me.
That thug is down. But yeah. So, there you go. So that's those two. Now it is Actinia's turn.
Okay.
Are we in a doorway right now?
Yeah, you're
Or-
just outside of a doorway because
Okay.
I don't have like an appropriate map for it. Is my
No,
thing.
that's fine.
The
That's
doorway's
fine.
right
Backyard
behind this guy, right?
Yeah, essentially,
Okay. Got
and
it.
I can draw that
We're
onto
just
map.
playing whack a thug.
Basically, yeah. So there's
About right there.
There's big house.
Guys, I got it. We're just gonna pull a Metal Gear Solid or Assassin's Creed. We're just gonna wait for them to keep noticing the bodies, come out one at a time, and we'll just keep taking them out.
Hitman 3.
We have
What's
quite the
all
bottleneck
this?
right here.
Okay, quick question. Does a cantrip count as a bonus action?
Not unless it says bonus action.
It depends on the cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there are a whole lot of cantrips that are bonus actions though.
There's
It would
very
say
few.
specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang nabbit. Okay.
Yeah, like the
which-
cloud rune that I just blew is specifically a reaction. I can
Which
only-
cantrip are you looking at?
I was looking at Firebolt.
No, that's an action.
Yeah, that's an action.
But you could possibly roll an MK Firebolt and deal max damage. So, you know. that
Well, I
could
do
happen.
get a +8 to my Firebolt.
I did get to do that, didn't I?
I think I'm going to do more damage with my Firebolt than my Spear, so I'm going to do Firebolt. So I'm going to... Oh,
Light
wait,
him
he's
up.
inside the house, isn't he?
He's just in the doorway, really.
And I'll stay here. I'll cast Firebolt on him. If my thing would load.
Please hit. Let's not set the house on fire before we gotta get in there to release the animals.
That adds a desperate timer situation. That's a Metroid speedrun at that point.
It's gonna be a lot harder to get the animals to cooperate as well.
So what's your firebolt? Sorry.
Do I have to roll to hit?
Yes.
Okay.
I think. Hold on. Let me double check. Firebolt.
It's yeah.
Firebolt
Yeah,
is a roll to
it's-
hit.
It's a roll.
Okay.
I was gonna say. I thought word of-
Fireball? No.
Really now? Really? I'm gonna set the house on fire.
Well, you also
Um,
add a lot of. You add your wisdom modifier and your proficiency bonus too.
Yeah,
as
you
well.
should actually have a button on there.
Do I? Okay, I couldn't
Firebolt
find
is
it.
a +8. It's up at the top. Firebolt.
Yeah, so that's
+8,
an 11.
2d10. Which. Let me double check their armor class. Unfortunately, does not hit. You see him duck out of the way. But yeah.
And I use my bonus action to hit him with my spear.
Unfortunately
cranky.
not, because that would be an offhand attack type thing. So
That's fine. I'm done.
that's fair. So next is Fen.
Does
You
nothing
get
happen with the fire?
not this time. This time it's you see it kind of like spatter against the side of the building, but it doesn't actually light anything on fire yet.
I'm gonna
And here I thought
That's
we were
my
dealing with the
first warning.
Nega Keeper.
right. I'm gonna step on the corpse of the other guy, and I'm gonna use a free action to switch from the quarterstaff to my sword, and I'm just gonna swing with the sword as I draw it.
Okay, go for it.
Oh shit! It's still at advantage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this one's not an advantage. Sorry.
Hold on. Let me.
Just use the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
what's
first
the
one was
first
a
one?
20, so that's fine.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I turned off advantage, so that won't happen again.
7 points of damage. You guys have not hit this guy yet. So yeah,
I'm also going to use fire chains on him.
okie dokie. That's a strength saving throw. Yes.
That is a strength saving throw.
Shockingly, you guys are not good at that. That is a 13.
I'm checking right now. D&D Beyond moved a bunch of my crap around, so
Okay.
does not.
Does not save. All right. So, what does that do?
He takes 2d6 damage.
So roll me that d6 damage.
Slash roll 2d6, right?
Yeah.
4.
All right. And with that, his skin just starts to burn from these fire chains, and you just see him keel over. Congratulations, you hurt another one of my thugs. Rude. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna move over here so that I'm not seen in the doorway,
Fair enough. I'm gonna.
and that'll do it for me.
That actually goes after you. So, it is now Throg 3's turn.
Here comes a new challenger.
No challenger.
Here comes another corpse. I mean, person.
Yeah, and so this guy, he sees his friends on the ground. He looks at all of you. He looks at and he's just like, nah! And yeah, he's gonna that is a 13 to hit, Fen.
No.
Yeah, actually,
Just
he would have to
giggle.
be. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna move this guy out of the way because we know he's there. It's fine.
There's just a pile of bodies.
Chloe rising.
then-
The guy comes
I
out.
get
He's like, he goes to attack Fen. Just like, get the. He just kicks the corpse out of the way. All right.
Damn it, George! Even dead, you're useless.
Edwin, that is a 6 to hit you. And Actinia, that is a 17.
If you would have said 14, that hits.
Oof. And he lands a pretty good hit with his dagger. Which
Good
is
to-
oh wait, that's the wrong dice for a dagger. Smart. It's fine. Hold on. This is the dagger dice. And that was way nicer to you. So that is a 1 damage for a dagger.
Oh yeah, feeling good.
Good. Yeah. Which brings us to Glib's turn.
Well, there's not a whole lot of room next to the door anymore, so Glib's just gonna try hitting him with Eldritch Blast, which now that he's the level he is, he means he gets to fire 2 of them. So let's see what happens.
Eldritch Blast.
That looks like it probably hits for 6 damage.
That hits, yeah.
That probably doesn't.
That unfortunately does not. It kind of goes wide and just across some of the stones nearby the door. Anything
The
else?
bricks are chipped.
What the wall, like the side of the building, does it look climbable? And also, are there windows on the 2nd floor?
It looks like you could probably try to climb it. There are windows on the 2nd floor. Most of them are the kind of like, you know those windows that have the like lines, and there's like
the grating.
8 of them. Yeah, the grating. But several of the panes are broken.
So probably something like, or is it like metal? Like
No,
or-
it's wood. It's wood
Oh.
and glass. It's just you know that like grid pattern that some windows have.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Okay. Glib's gonna use his move action to get close to the building and then see about climbing up to the 2nd story.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
Here we go. 7. So probably not.
Yeah, you just can't quite get your handhold, especially with the guy just kind of looking at you like, But Big,
Yes.
it's now your little turn.
Yeah, get it.
Dun.
Get over here, motherfucker. I'm
Lil,
gonna move right over here, and
Well-
I'm gonna cast Magic Stone, try and fling one of my rocks out of my pouch at him.
all right, go ahead and
That is a dirty 20.
that hits.
Nice.
Why didn't it roll my damage?
It's evil. Did you put it on auto roll damage?
I don't think so. That's probably why.
So just click on the magic stone in the chat.
Oh, cool. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Woo.
I'm gonna put it to auto rolling damage. Yeah, no, that does the thing. So yeah, he kaput before he can even do anything.
And then Beak just kind of sitting there looking like old and frail, but you guys just saw this like rock fling like a bullet like at his face.
I was not trying to send these guys after you one at a time, but like, listen, I only have so many things that I can control here.
Well, it's also hilarious that you established he was staring at Glib, so it's like Glib blasted him, and then just like he's like on the wall, and he's looking at him like this little, and then just dunk in the back of his head.
And I'm gonna again move some of these bodies out of the way. So another guy.
I've already got 2 bodies right in front of this door.
And then one right behind it.
Yeah.
I demand half cover. There's 3 corpses blocking me. And
These are the guys you don't want to play Overwatch with because they'll just spawn and run towards the enemy one at a time. You're just like, guys, we gotta group up.
Alright. So, this brings us to thug number 4, who was supposed to have friends. But now his friends are corpses. Swinging for Fen with a 9. And then we're gonna...
Checking a hit. 9.
9!
Actinia, that's a 15 on you.
Oh, why do you think keep doing 15? That hits.
For... That's a +1. 4 points of slashing damage.
Still good, still good.
Alright, and then Edwin, that is a 10 to hit.
Man, I must be a
Nice
pretty
try.
great target.
Well, you're right there, and you're just very intimidating, you know? You're just, they try
I've
a
got
little
a-
harder to hit you.
And I've got a hammer covered in one dude's blood. And, you know.
clearly,
Yes.
they're not only animal abusers, but they're misogynistic as well.
Which leads us to Edwin. It is once again your turn.
All right. The slice was
pretty
so
quick
nice, I'm gonna do it twice.
Get him.
Ah, man.
That hits.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, these guys are not beefy.
All right. Well, there you go.
Alright,
Min
So-
damage.
5 damages. No, not min. Just close. Wait. Yeah, that's math.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you can do? Want to do?
That's gonna be it for old Edwin.
Right. Which brings us to Actinia.
Okay, so after seeing the sparks from my fire, I'm not doing fire anymore. I'm going to try and get him with my spear.
Okie, go ahead.
Welcome.
Nope.
Oof.
He
Cool.
sees that spirit coming and he just like matrixes out of the way.
Guys, I swear I'm better at fighting than this.
Ben. Or unless Actinia, do you have anything else you wanna?
No.
Ben.
I'm going to first swing with my hammer, and then I'm gonna swing with my longsword, back to back.
Wait,
Nice.
is the hammer a light? Is this? Do you
the
get
light-
2
It's
attacks?
the hammer whip. Yeah, 1 action, 1 bonus action.
Okay, and the hammer whip is light.
Correct. We based
Okay.
it off of the light hammer, which is why the damage is also light hammer.
Okay.
The only thing that's different
if-
is the range when it's extended.
If the hammer whip is your offhand, then you wouldn't be able to add the modifier to it.
Yeah, I
Because
can. I have all the feats.
You have to. Okay, that explains many things. Not bad. All right. So that's 6 points of damage.
Correct.
Fantastic. He still seems to be alive, however.
And then the longsword.
Looking gross. And you run him through, and you hear lots of noises in the beneath place, the underground, so to speak. But for now, you have defeated all of my dudes. Congratulations, you win.
All right, since they're just in a nice pile in front of us, I guess we'll go through their pockets
Yeah.
and things to see what they got. Anything useful information or even just some spare change, you know?
Mhm.
Some keys.
Yeah.
Go for it. Go ahead.
I will
Roll me
assist.
investigation checks.
Maybe they're one purchase away from a free froyo. You know, just
Can Beeg specifically, because I'm not going to really care too much about any monetary consumption. I'm looking specifically if any of them had keys. or anything to unlock.
Fair enough. Go for it.
Sweet.
While everybody's doing that, can Actinia use mending on her borrowed shirt to fix it up?
Absolutely, she can.
Just gonna
Nice shirt.
it's a very nice shirt a very nice lady gave me.
I was giving you advantage too, Edwin.
Oh.
So roll once more.
There we go.
Money,
Oh,
no
well,
one,
didn't
no
help.
step. Oh.
I did not. I'm sorry.
So perception. All right. What are you looking for, Sidian?
Oh, wait, my bad. Well, let's do perception anyways, even though it sucked. I'll just, I'm looking to see if anybody is coming at us.
Fair enough. You do hear people making lots of noises from the set of stairs that you kind of saw in the. It seems to be just beyond the door, but you do see the glow of the light that you saw on the stairs. As for the rest of you, while looking around, you managed to find 2 pieces of copper, some pocket lint, and a weighted bone dice. Just a single weighted bone dice.
Ah,
Hey, I don't want any of this. Here, I'll give him maybe I found 1 copper. I don't need it.
I'm
You also
starting to
found
think
the pocket lint.
these guys aren't very good at what they do.
Yeah,
I mean, they kind of just walked over their own friends' corpses.
I'll take the die.
Ben will head inside.
Yeah, Actinia will go
Beeg
too.
will follow suit.
Let's go.
I'm gonna clear the turn order and everything like that. And yeah, y'all head inside of the house. And I apologize, I did not make a map for this. I did not. Inside you see rotting floorboards and cobwebs as you walk through what looks like it wanted to be a house, maybe? Bottles are spread all over the floor, and there are putrid smells gathered around. You assume that some of them are animal. You're pretty sure human is an animal. You do see doorways in front of you and to the side of you. The room that you see in front of you seems to have a sort of light on it, and that is where you hear the noises coming from. Voices and shouting occurring. There seems to be a preparation, as well as the clanging of cages and things of the sort.
I'm gonna run into the room.
The room itself is empty, but you do see some stairs to the right of you.
Beeg will be following suit.
Okay, I'm following the voices.
Fair enough. Which takes you racing down some stairs and into me reusing maps. You'll know, haha. No one would know except me. This right here. You see a room full of, and actually I need to load it up. So over here at this side, where these cages are, you find a cacophony of different animals and things like that. And there are 3 rather grotesque-looking gentlemen who seem to be not so politely throwing pieces of food at these animals. There is a young, much weaker looking boy, probably somewhere in his late teens, still got lots of acne on his face,
This
who
poor
is-
child.
who is standing there with a book in his hands. Up here in the upper corner, you see another collection of 3 with a rather surly looking leader kind of monitoring them. That is
that are working with some different boxes and things like that. Another gentleman is over here, just kind of on his own, surveying the entire thing. And there are two gentlemen over here with working on what looks to be foodstuffs.
Is there enough room for me to, if I were to use Giant's Might, is there enough room for me to grow large?
It would be kind of a squish. It would be a little rough because this is about an average sized house. So you'd probably be able to do it, but you'd be kind of hunched over.
Would it be like when I used Giant's Might with the cannon, where I didn't quite grow the full height, but I still?
Yeah, you'd kind of have to hunch over as you grew, or you'd hit your head.
Okay.
But yeah. So you walk into this room. Everyone turns to look at you.
Hi.
No one move.
I'm going to use Giant's Might.
Okay. I'm gonna need y'all to roll initiative
So this
again.
is happening now. Yeah.
It's happening. Let's go.
So you are in a room full of people, and they are all looking at you, and they look rather hostile. And Glib just said hi, so Glib gets to go first.
Oh, that's how it goes. Okay.
Use
Apparently.
manners. Use manners.
According to the dice today.
Starting about here, I'd like to take a look. Looks like they're a bunch of mean guys, and they're not next to any animals. So Glib's gonna go, I think it's nap time now, and cast sleep over there at 2nd level, which means I get to roll 5 or 7 d8. Ooh. And we get to do a little more math. So that is
Holy shit.
39 hit points worth of sleepy boys.
Nice.
Wow, very nice. All right. Oof.
Wow, there's 2 8s in there. Yay!
Nice.
Jesus Christ. What does that guy have? Yeah. So the magical looking guy with the book in his hand promptly just zonks. And then you get this guy as well, and this guy, because they all pretty much have the same HP.
Which guys?
Oh, you're getting the ones on the bottom left?
Oh, was that not who you were talking about?
No,
Sorry.
I was targeting up here.
Oh, my bad.
The
Okay,
top
never
floor,
mind.
yeah.
That changes many things.
No, I
That
figured the magical
doesn't
boy
change
would be a sleep sync, if you will, so I wanted to avoid that one, because it's just like, why sleep the boy?
I mean, yeah. But you do manage to get down those.
Bully the boy.
Yep. You just managed to get all of them down.
Cool. And then Glib's gonna take off towards the other side of the room where the food is at.
Fair enough.
So is this all of these squares are 5 feet?
Yes, all of the squares
Okay.
are 5 feet.
Let's do. Yeah, let's go
Double-checking today.
about here.
Just-
Yeah.
All right, cool. Which brings us, I believe, to Actinia.
So I'm going to cast Word of Radiance, but I has a question because it sounds like I can use it on everyone in the room, and I feel like that's too overpowered.
Yeah, that's very much.
Because it doesn't give me a limit; it just says each creature of your choice.
Yes. Within a place. Okay. Divine
with
radiance
the
eruption
area,
of
so
each-
5 feet.
Yes. So people within 5 feet of you. So you'd have to
Okay, I was
move
like, that's
closer to
too
people.
overpowered.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, we are going to scooch it here.
The ones that are asleep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're asleep. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to cast Word of Radiance, which is 2d6.
And I believe they'd have to make the Constitution saving throws a disadvantage while sleeping. Yes. But
That
it's
is
not
true.
an auto fail. That is the first one. is an 12. Is it 12?
He fails.
He fails. Okay. Second one. Whew, also fails. Go with who fails. And the third one also fails. So all three of them fail.
Okay, so it's gonna take a little bit.
I'm not
Well, there's
rolling
3 of them.
Yes. All you have to do is just roll the same. They'll all take the same damage.
Okay, cool.
So this
So-
one's 2d6.
2d6. Yeah. Fantastic. So 7 damage, but all 3 of them also wake up.
Well, that's fine.
But they are still prone. They are still prone on the ground, which means that melee attacks would have advantage upon them. Which brings us to Big.
Upon seeing kind of everything going on, I'm gonna just first move up my max movement right quick, right here. A little bit less than max, but I can't believe what I'm seeing, and I'm gonna cast Entangle right around here. Let me see, it's it's a 20-foot square. So I like it to be, I guess, here to here, and then here.
I do not see where you are clicking.
Oh, it's I'm using the mover tool. Do you see the distance?
No.
They're about
He's
25
trying to get.
feet.
He's trying to get the 4 guys on the bottom next to the
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay,
pretty much, yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, for some reason it wasn't showing itself.
Which
Huh.
it would.
Okay.
Yeah, it fits.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So for those 4 guys.
Yep, and they would just have to make a strength DC of, let me just double check my spell save, which should be 15. And that is, yes, 15 strength save, and if they don't make it, then they will be entangled.
A single one of them makes it.
And also for anyone moving into, this would be the same for my team. This is all difficult terrain as of then too as well. And
So you wanted it to be, just so I'm making sure, there?
it
Is
would
where
be
you want it to start?
it would be one square down.
Okay, so you want it to be
Yeah.
here, and then here.
Yeah. So from
Okay.
there going up, because it would get like a little bit of the corner of the cage, but I figured that'd be fine.
So like that.
Yes, please.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Um,
And they are all entangled. And remind me what entangle does?
Entangle is a creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature retained by the plants must use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself. And when the spell ends, the plants wilt away, and its concentration as well up to 1 minute. And then also at that point, Beeg will say, "Guys, don't go over there. You'll end up like them, maybe." And then for the first time, they'll actually see Beeg. He turns his attention to these people, and I'll use my bonus action to wild shape into a giant, or not a giant, but a large brown bear before their eyes. And we'll use my free action to basically roar at these people, and that will be Beeg's turn.
Cheese
Alright.
crackers.
Fantastic. Yeah,
Is
you
a
are.
brown bear a large creature?
Yes, it is.
Ooh. Can we grow his icon?
Why not? Big boy.
My Beeg boy.
You're also a big boy, aren't you, Fen?
I am. I popped Giant's Might just before combat.
Fair
If he
enough.
turns into a bear often, you should just make like a bear token for him.
Yes. All right, and I believe group 1 is this. Are these guys over here? So both of them are gonna run 30 feet forward. believe that's 30 feet. If I'm smart. Oh,
Just
one
shy.
more squares. One more squares.
One more square.
30 feet forward. And then now there's a giant bear and an even more giant dude.
We big boys.
You big boys. So both of them are gonna try to use their crossbows. Fen, that's a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Alright. And an 8 to hit, which does not hit you. And the other one is going to be aiming at Beeg. Does an 11 hit you, Beeg?
Just hits.
Alright.
Yes.
Not the bear.
Which is 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he's gonna take another shot, but that's a 6. That does not hit.
Okay.
Which unfortunately, because they are at a distance, ends their turns. So yeah. Which brings us to boss number 2, who is this big boy up here. Cheese and rice. So he's gonna run 30 feet as well. Why did I make this room so big?
I'm sure they're asking themselves that too.
Nope.
I'm coming for you.
I just thought we'd have more animals, you know. But
Why did we store them in the cafeteria?
True though. What was
it's just
that?
unsanitary.
Sorry, I'm doing brain thinks. Brain thinks are hard. So yeah. He's also gonna pull out his bow. In fact, he's got a crossbow. One of those hand crossbows. Yeah. So he's gonna fire crossbow at Fen and Beeg again because he's scary.
And I'm less worried. This guy can't afford a gun. We're good.
All right. Which is an 18 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I have 1,000 different pickings to do. 3 plus 6 points of piercing damage on you, Fen.
Got it.
And then Beeg. That is an 8 to hit
That will miss.
and a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
All right.
Oh, ooh, damn. Actually, I got hit last round. I should roll concentration because
Yes.
I have entangle up.
Yes.
What is it? What is that again? I haven't rolled the concentration.
It's a
It is
constitution.
Constitution.
Oh, okay, perfect. And 17 for that first one.
That passes.
Okay.
And then this is another 6 points of damage.
Okay, and then I will roll another Constitution. 18.
Nice.
Right.
You're
So that
focused.
also succeeds. You're able to kind of keep your focus and just yeah. Which brings us to group number 2. Which one was group number 2? Yes, okay. So this is group number 2 down here. With the wizard boy. So we'll start with wizard boy. Because why not start with wizard boy? He's a wizard. He's a boy. He's a wizard boy. So yeah, he's gonna cast. He's a wizard. He's a boy. He's a wizard boy. He is gonna cast 15-foot cone. What does that look like? He's super entangled, so that's not gonna hit. So he's gonna do firebolt on Glib because Glib is the closest. and he's kind of freaked out right now. So he's just gonna cast Firebolt.
Shouldn't have been a wizard boy.
Am I right? Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Yeah, and that's all he's got. So, yep, that's him.
He did it.
He did it. But we now have 3 people who are going to try to make bow attacks on you. Not specifically on Glib, just on the people in that vicinity. So this guy over here on the edge is actually going to go for, I believe that's Edwin there? Yep, that's Edwin. Yeah, well, you know, they tend to be.
I ain't done nothing to nobody. Except those guys outside. But they don't know about that, so that's fine.
There was conversations.
Yeah.
You don't know about the conversations, but they happened. That's a 10 to hit.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Assume
Fight
that 10
me.
doesn't hit.
Yeah,
Glorious.
the 10 doesn't hit. Fen, another one's gonna try to hit you, cause you kind of big right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of intimidating. But a 7 does not hit you.
It does not.
I'm gonna need these dice to get a lot better. And then the third guy, is gonna look at Glib and he's gonna be like, this guy, he's a wily one, and he spoke, which means he's dangerous.
He's sapient. Get him.
That's a 17.
So
Holy
that is my armor class. So I believe that does hit.
bananas, Glib.
It's mage armor. It's free
That's-
mage armor.
That's true. You do get free mage armor.
Respect.
Which is 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so Glib takes 5 points of piercing damage, goes and then disappears.
Wait, what? Huh? Do I know about this?
So this is a new thing that I just got for being level 6 called Misty Escape from the Archfey Pact. Starting at
Oh.
6th level, you can vanish in a puff of mist in response to harm. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to turn invisible and teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. You remain invisible until the start of your next turn or until you attack or cast a spell.
That's so cool.
That's
I
pretty
like that.
badass.
Overpowered.
OP.
Warlocks are so blessed. I'm kind of upset by
I
this.
thought that was clerics.
Them too! Listen, every class has lots of fancy, shiny toys.
You know, I just want to also point out that, yeah, we have a guy who turned into a bear, and we have a guy who grew, but Glib walked into the room and was like, hi! And then 3 people just passed out. And then they shoot him, and he's just like, ah! And then popped. Like,
Yeah, like,
We're a pretty cool group.
who is the scariest? Like, I don't know who's the most intimidating of the 3, to be honest. Like,
biggest little threat in the room. Anyways, Edwin, it is now your turn. Hurt
Also-
people's feelings.
Glib is over here now.
That's fair. I don't know that. I have no idea of that.
alrighty. So, I'm gonna.
Oh, the apprentice should not have gone. Oh well, we'll just.
These 4 down here that are all entangled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shatter them.
Ouch. That
Eh.
sounds painful.
They're restrained too. They get disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Is it a deck save?
It's a con.
Oh
Save.
man, I could have sworn it was dex. Never mind. Might be. I was like, that's so cool. Never mind. They still
Alright,
can't move though.
So, 17 for one of them. 2 17s in a row. Thank you, dice.
That's rude. Come on now.
And a
trying.
19.
What the?
Don't worry, I'm sure the wizard will fail.
Oh, that's helpful.
Natural 20 on that wizard.
And a 9 for the wizard boy.
So, All right, it's actually because this is gonna roll 3d8. I'm gonna have to roll another one because I'm doing it as a third level.
That's
Oh,
fine.
never mind. Wait, I can cast it. Never mind. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah, I set you up with nice fancy stuff. Why is it rolling so many dice? Anyway. Yeah! Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, so 16 points total. So that is... Well, I mean, the to wizard, he be down. To wizard goes bye-bye.
The wizard go poof.
Yeah, he just vibrates from within and destroys
Why did it
himself.
do that many?
It's been rolling weird tonight.
Yeah, it rolls 3d4, but only like it's only counting 1d4, but it's rolling 3d4 anytime I touch my hammer.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing it. I'm not gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna accept it. And then 16 divided by 2 is 8, right? Yeah, 8. 8?
Yeah.
Yes. correct.
Yes, math is hard. So the other 3 are not looking great, but they're alive. But yeah, Actinia.
And well.
Oh,
And
sorry.
then, so yeah, as my bonus action, I am going to call out to new bear friend because he just keeps taking arrows. And I'm just gonna, you're hang in there, bud. You're doing great. And I'm gonna throw him a bardic inspiration.
Yay.
Yay, bardic inspiration.
D6 or D4?
It's a D8.
Oh crap!
Ooh.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Bardic inspiration starts at D6.
Ah. Cool.
I love bardic inspiration. It's so good. All right, so, is that all?
That'll be it for me now. Yeah.
Fantastic. Unfortunately, Actinia is alone.
Wait, but aren't they prone? Can't they like
They-
not touch?
They are prone. It is
Prone
now
to
their
violence.
turn, though, and that means that they have to use half of their movement to stand up.
Okay. Fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah, unfortunate. I know. And because they know things, this guy's actually gonna move here. Which keeps him. Yeah. So, all 3 of them, unfortunately, because they are in that formation, do get flanking bonuses, which means they have advantage on attacks against you. So,
This will be fun.
but that was only an 8.
I'm good.
This is
Yeah.
a lesson to be learned. Let them
Right.
sleep.
That
I did not know that happened.
That is a 21 to hit.
I got one.
All right. But that is only 1 point of damage.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Doing good.
That is another 21 to hit.
Cool.
Wow.
And that is 7 points of damage. Or wait, no, sorry, that's the wrong dice. 5 points of damage. And then that's another 21 to hit.
Cool.
So sorry.
It's fine. I got myself in this mess.
But that's only 1 point of damage.
Still doing good. Still up there.
Yay! Yay! You got this. You got
They're gonna
this.
regret that though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Heck yeah.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Wait, they're still going?
There's 3
Okay.
of them, and each of them gets 2 attacks.
Yeah, that hits.
Which is a 3 points of damage.
Okay, still doing okay.
Glad. I'm so sorry. Oh, and that totally doesn't hit you. That's a 9.
Yay!
So yeah. So that's their attacks. He's dead and also went earlier. So Fen,
Mm-hmm.
Get him, big boy.
go get him, big boy.
Okay, so that's... Hang on. Damn it, let me measure. Thank you. 5, 10, 15, so this is 20. Sorry, I've got to go for my center point, right?
That's fine. That works.
So, as a giant, I get 40 feet of movement. So I'm going to move in a way that gets me flanking with Actinia.
Okay, that would be there.
But I'm going to move up here so she gets flanking on both of these guys.
Yep. Okay, that allows. That's allowed. Plus, you have access to the guy in the corner of the room now.
Plus, I have access to the guy in the corner of the room now. So,
Flanking.
so I should, I should be able to get flanking on both of those guys.
Yes, you can.
And I'm going to start out with my sword, which should be that one. Did it roll?
That hits. That hits. That hits.
Okay. And did it
7 points of damage.
I'm also going to throw a giant smite into that one.
Yeah, let me double check something real quick. Let's use the spear. Oh yeah, okay, 7. Okay. Which one did you do that on?
That's this one right here.
Okay. Yep.
Yellow green.
Yellow green. Okay. And you're putting your
I'm putting
exclamation roll.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
putting my giant's kiss my ass into there.
Yep.
So that's an extra 3.
And that completely kills him.
And then I'm going to turn on the other dude. And I'm going to smack him with the hammer if I can.
Yep. And that
It's
kills.
a 10 to hit.
That kills him.
Nice.
Got him on the 10.
Excellent.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, I was going to say that
10 does not hit. Never mind. That's my
Okay.
bad. I looked
So
at
is
the
that just a-
damage first, and
Is that just
Should
some
you be-
miscellaneous homeless dude that just wandered in here? Like,
He's like,
nah, that's just me being a dumb.
Don't you have advantage for flanking?
You do have
I
advantage.
do have advantage for flanking. That's right. So I will swing again.
Oh,
The 10 was
Even
better.
worse. Yeah.
The 10
So-
was better. Yeah.
That will
it's-
end my turn though. Because I don't want to blow up everything we've got in one day.
All right, which brings us to the boss, and the boss is like, haha, this guy. I got this guy's number. So, sorry, let me click to the right page. So he is going to attack you.
Copy.
That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
6 points of damage.
Copy.
Slashing damage. That is a 15 to hit, which I do not believe hits you.
Misses.
All right. And that is a 17 to hit.
Just meets it.
All right. Which is 7 points of damage.
Copy that.
Slashing damage. So that is this man's turn. Yeah. Sorry, I was double checking a thing. Which brings us to Glib.
Glib
Back to the-
appears on top of the boxes. He just kind of looks around and is like, oh, okay. And he's going to hop down. So 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Land right there and just start taking swings at the this guy.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's go ahead and Attack number 1.
Ooh.
Nice.
Looks like it hits, I assume, for 10 damage.
That does hit, yes.
And then because one of my invocations is Thirsty Blade, I get a second attack. So I'm going to roll again and ostensibly miss very badly. Yep.
Yes. One hit, you're just like whack. The other hit, you're like, I did it, and unfortunately managed to just miss the second time.
The first hit was just too easy, and I wasn't expecting that, and it threw me off balance.
Right? It just got you.
This man's too good.
Yeah. Actually, I
And
need
that'll
to-
be my turn.
It's like, you know what, guy? I'm gonna give you a chance.
I- Which brings us to Actinia.
Okay, so I'm going to hit the guy between me and Fen with my spear.
Okie
Do I get advantage because we're flanking him?
Yes, you would. Please be good.
Kitty!
That just hits.
Oh, thank God.
Uh,
There's a 1 though.
Yeah, he kind of like, it kind of hits him, but it's like a paper cut.
He's like, ow. It's not
Like,
bleeding, but ouch
yeah.
though.
You're not quite able to get enough strength to really push it through his armor.
Okay, and then I want to use my bonus action to cast magic weapon.
Magic weapon or spiritual weapon?
Oh, I can do either or.
Oh, okay.
I'm just picking one because I don't really know.
Fair enough.
Whichever one you want.
Yeah, I just didn't know you had access to magic weapon.
I got a bit of both.
Fancy.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast it on my own spear. Let me read what I'm doing. And I'm gonna attack that guy again.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've never done this before.
No, you're good. And it's a second level spell, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then do I just roll my spear again at advantage?
Yes. Roll your spear again at advantage and then add an extra point to your damage and attack rolls. So that would be an 11, which unfortunately misses.
Cool, I'm glad I always did that.
Yeah, but it lasts for like an hour
Yeah.
with concentration.
I didn't
Big!
read that. Cool.
You
Big!
got a bear about to back you up.
Yeah,
so-
the bear is going to use his multi-attack,
Fair enough.
which it'll take a bite first. That
Nom, nom, nom.
misses.
Would your halfling luck apply?
I don't know. I guess that would be your rule because I do maintain things like
Yeah, I would allow halfling luck
Oh.
to still count.
well then
Already got to use your lucky.
this is the second time tonight. I don't know if you heard me. I was like, thank God for lucky, but I said it kind of quiet. I told you this is why I picked halfling. Thank goodness.
That hits!
So that'll be 5 points of bitey damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will now swipe at him with my claws,
Mm-hmm.
which is a crit.
Hey.
Oh, you just, like, the guy looks like he's just on his last legs with that first hit. Like, you think he maybe had very little left, and you turn him into paste, sir. He is chew toy lunch dinner. Ham nom nom. Yeah. There you go.
Perfect. So after I the Revenant, this man, poor Leo on the ground, I'm going to expend just a first level spell slot, and regain 1d8 HP.
Okie dokie.
Would that affect the dangle concentration? Or
Me attacking?
No,
casting another spell, does that
No,
affect
it-
concentration? Or?
No, well, it's not another spell per se. It's a combat wild shape ability I have. So while
okay,
I'm transformed,
Okay. Gotcha.
I can use a bonus point to expend it. Yeah.
and
for my
casting
bonus.
another spell only affects concentration if it's another concentration spell.
Yeah. And
Yes.
also, yeah, so I can't really cast spells in wild shape, but if I cast one prior to changing, I can maintain that concentration still.
Alrighty. The
Circle
more
of
you
the
know.
moon.
So, and then that will, or actually, you know what? With that happening, I will move my full movement real quick, since I now have 40 to. Would right here be 40? Because this is
I believe it-
45, but this
Hold on.
is 40.
This would be full. Wait.
Well, I'm also trying to like take into account now that I'm large. I'm trying to at least move here to
Yeah.
back up my newfound big friend.
Yeah, that area around there would be 40 feet.
Perfect, thank you. And that shall end my turn.
All right, fantastic.
We're doing great, guys.
Which brings us to group 1. Who's just like, holy fuzzballs. Both of them are actually going to keep a little bit at a distance. They're going to come
Just
a
hesitant
little
to run into
closer.
that.
Yeah, they're going to come a little closer, but there's like, this seems like a bad plan, guys. So they're gonna kind of stand side by side, but a little apart. And one's gonna shoot his bow at you, Fen. The other's gonna shoot at you, Big. Lil.
Yeah, if they're shooting a glib from there, I'd be impressed. They'd have to thread a lot of needles.
Yeah. Does a 13 hit you, Fen?
No.
Wow, these guys suck. And an 11 hit.
That
Big.
just hits the bear AC. Yes.
All right. Which is 9 points of damage.
All right.
Wow, he's so strong. He did so good. So proud. That's the end of their turns.
14 is my con after being hit.
Okay, yeah, that still succeeds.
Okay.
That's the end of their turn though, which brings us to boss number 2, who's over here, and he's just like, the fork, my dudes. So he's gonna come. He's gonna go there. Which gives him advantage on you, Big.
Okay.
And he is going to attack you with his scimitar and his dagger. So he gets 3 attacks. First one is an 8 that misses.
Okay.
Second one is an 18 that hits.
Heats.
Okay. For 8 points of damage.
Okay. And there's
All
my
right.
Constitution's pretty low. I'm pretty sure that will dissipate the entanglement.
What's the constitution?
8.
That passes because all you have to do is succeed half of the damage, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sweet.
Con saves are actually like fairly easy to keep up
Okay.
when the damage is low. Constitution saving throw.
Well, because it's not necessarily a con save, it's a concentration save. I just know we use the Constitution
Yeah.
modifier.
I think it's half damage or 10.
Equals DC equals. Sorry, I'm still getting to know some of this stuff.
No biggie.
Concentration save requires concentration. Equals 10 or half. Oh yeah, so that would unfortunately.
Yeah, totally fine.
Yeah. That would unfortunately drop Entangle, but you managed to keep them from doing things for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a whole turn of just like, nope. And you took down a wizard boy.
I ate him.
You did eat. Well, no, you ate this guy.
Yeah.
The wizard boy just got
Got
demolished.
shattered.
He got
because-
shattered.
Yeah. He got shattered because he couldn't move.
Spirit was broken.
His spirit was so broken. His bones shattered from the inside.
Mm.
And then the last attack is a dagger swiped at you for 20.
That's gonna hit.
For 7 points of damage. Wow, that guy rolled harsh.
Yeah,
That's a good dagger hit.
Right. And that drops me out of my just takes me out of my bear form.
Oh
So
no.
I go back to Little Beak.
Little Beak. So all of a sudden, this giant bear that this guy is just wailing on shrinks, and he's just like the.
And I'm like, you're gonna pay for that, motherfucker.
Which brings us to group 2, who are now freshly unentangled, and they are very excited about that. This guy over here on the edge is like, haha, I see this lone purple guy all on his own.
Big oof.
And I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Also, Beeg, don't forget you have that bardic inspiration.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. Sorry, I'm gonna unentangle these guys real quick. Because, you know. So yeah, he's gonna come up to you, Edwin, and he is going to try to hit you with the scimitar.
Rude.
For an 8 to hit.
Nope.
And then that is a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Alright.
No.
For
Bad touch.
4 points of damage, unfortunately.
Oh.
And these other guys are a little more concerned with what's going on over here. They're gonna let me double check let me double check what I'm doing. Yeah, okay. So these guys going to come here and take swipes at advantage at Actinia. So
Leave our cleric alone. I will maul all of you.
yeah. So does 22 hit you?
Oh, I'm muted. Yeah, it does.
Okay. That is 6 points of damage.
Oh, I'm having a
Slashing
good time.
damage.
Josh
Okay.
is already mourning your death.
Get
How are
ready.
you doing over there?
I'm great.
And 10 to hit, so that doesn't hit.
Yeah.
It's fine. These guys are not that tough. And then the third guy is just like, haha, I'm free! After 10,000 years, I'm free! And he's actually gonna join his buddies over here shooting at people. So he's gonna go this way. And he's gonna try to shoot at Fen.
He's one of the smart ones.
Smart's a strong word for it. But he's one. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Didn't think so. So, yeah. So that's group 2's turn. Edwin, it is now your turn. You have a boy in your face.
So, I was totally like, all right, man, on my turn, I'm going to heal some people. I'm going to be helpful. And then the entanglement ended, and I'm like, damn. And then I got stabbed. That's also not fun. Edwin's pretty just sick of this island already, in general.
That's fair.
So he's blatantly just gonna raise his hands and just, hey guy, you need to chill out. And I'm gonna blatantly just try and ray of frost him in the face.
Go for it. Ranged spell attack.
Does a 23 hit?
It does, and that is going to dead man his face.
Man, I got a 1. Alrighty. Good stuff.
Anything else?
Yeah, and then I'm going to... Oops.
Wait, my bad.
Yeah, I am going to... come over here. So now we're flanking that person.
Yep. You are?
And then I'm gonna kind of like lean a bit so that Actinia can see me. They're like, "Don't worry, I got you." Bardic finger guns, and I'm gonna toss her Bardic inspiration as well.
Very nice.
And then that'll be my turn. Dum Bardic finger guns, yo.
Bardic finger guns, yo. All right. Which takes us to Group 3. Most of whom is dead. But Fen, you're big, and you're right next to this guy, and he got flanking with his captain.
And I tried to kill him.
And you tried to kill him, so he's gonna try to kill you in return. Really? But a 10 doesn't hit. But a 17 might?
Just meets.
Ah! Look at it! For 2 points of damage.
They're doing things.
You said both?
2, yeah, 2. And he's the only one left alive. That guy's dead. So, Fen? What you doing? Cause you're gonna murder good. Yeah, of course you will.
And then I'm gonna smack him with the sword if I can.
Alright. At advantage.
Hitting advantage.
And this guy is toast.
Nice.
So that's that guy.
Got a guy behind you.
I do have a guy behind me who is surrounded. I'm going to use my free action to pop the button on the hammer and fire it out. And I'm going to actually whip this dude.
Hidoki?
Who I
That
do
is
not have
an
flank.
advantage.
I do not have flanking on that guy.
Yeah, no.
Correct.
He does not.
14 to hit.
Double check his armor class. Yeah, that hits.
So then that will be 7 damage.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic.
Oh, and I'm gonna dump the Giant's Might into that one.
Okay. Go for it.
Alright, this one takes me a second. That is an extra 6 damage.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah. You did the ouch.
Wow.
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 Poor Beeg. He just sees this dude turn into a giant, and it looks like a normal hammer, and then whap! Like, oh yeah, by the way.
Yeah, whippy whippy. Which brings us to Boss 1's turn. Which I
That
believe-
yellow dude or green dude?
I think that's green dude. I think yellow dude is Boss 2. Pretty sure. I've lost track. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yellow was boss 1.
Yellow is
Yellow's
Boss 1?
boss one? Cool.
Cool. I'm sorry, I've got a lot in my brain box. And the big
dudes on the map.
I mean, honestly, the small green dude is probably the most intimidating. But at the same time, he's gonna keep going after. Well, he's gonna go after the big dude because he's a big dude. He does not have advantage anymore though. He doesn't like that.
I can't blame him for
8.
that.
8 does not hit, I assume.
Mm-mm.
But 23 does
That it does.
for 9 points of damage.
Ouch.
That is max damage for him. Oh, that hits. Oh, but it's only sorry.
Only
5 points of damage. That's not bad for a nat 20. That's not bad for a nat 20. I rolled minimum damage. You're fine.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Nat 20, come on, it's fine. All right, Glib, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. Glib is going to sort of sidestep a little bit just to get flanking with Fen, because I feel like that might be a little more advantageous than flanking with the Beeg in his current form. And let's go ahead and try. In my head, he does that by doing like a little roll, and he comes up with his scimitar and goes, ah!
Yeah.
So, no hit on that one.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not.
But let's go ahead and see if the advantage helps. 16.
That helps. Yeah, that hits. That hits.
So, and he comes up with the 7 damage, and as he's like yelling, he's like, ah! He comes up and he's going to add Fury of the Small to add an additional 6 points because that's his level.
Yes! All right, so that's 13 points of damage.
Yep.
That means this guy is toast.
Nice.
Boys.
Just cleaves him in half. He's just like, ah!
And Actinia.
Okay. How's everyone's hit points looking? Is anybody pretty low?
I'm doing great.
Yeah. My
I'm
bear
at-
tanked for me.
Yeah, I'm at 20 of 62, but I also have a Cure Wound spell. So worry about me later.
Okay. Oh, I saw a magic missile. Since it's concentration, magic missile, magic weapon. Since it's concentration, do I have to roll to keep my concentration up?
Yeah.
When you take damage.
Okay, that makes sense. So where am I?
Flanking on this guy between you and I.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yeah,
true.
I'm gonna go for that guy.
All right. Go ahead and roll me that magic weapon, mighty smite. Swoosh.
Swoosh wash.
Swoosh wash.
Swooshy swoosh.
Swooshy swash. Load, come on. Here we go.
Hey, so that is a dirty 20, which is 3 points of damage, and yeah, he's looking pretty low. He's taking some hits, so he is toasted.
Okay. And then I'm also going to move. Right here.
Oh, that was enough to kill him?
Yeah, he
And
was
so-
looking a little low. He took some hits.
Right.
Like, since
Yeah,
that was my
your
bonus
shatter hit him.
action, do I still have an action?
No, because it is a bonus action that affects your weapon attack, and your weapon attack would be an action.
Okay, then I am done.
Okay. Which I believe brings us to Beg.
All right. You wanted
Hello,
to
little-
take me out and you thought it was going to be good, and check this out. And then he's going to point in this direction, specifically on these two guys, and I am going to cast Conjure Animals.
Oh,
And
no.
I choose to summon 2 beasts of challenge rating of 1, and more specifically, they will be giant toads right behind them.
What'd that do?
It will summon 2 beasts of challenge rating 1 or lower. Each beast is also considered Fey, and it disappears when it drops to 0 hit points when the spell ends. Summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, when which it has its own turns, and obey verbal commands you issue them. No action required by you. If you don't issue commands to them, they defend themselves from hostile creatures, but otherwise take no actions. The GM has creatures statistics.
Creature statistic? Okay.
Yeah, so if you want me to, I can just send you the I'm just looking at giant toads stuff on
That would be lovely, please.
yeah, cool. On Beyond right now. I'll just put it in Discord.
That would be lovely, please.
And
What?
after that, I will send you the initiative.
Lovely.
Okay.
And while we are doing that, well, I guess I should wait for the initiative roll.
Yeah, It's at 9. So they will be low on the totem pole, but they're out there. It is also concentration. So Beeg is going to attempt to scurry through his giant friend here, provoking an. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna run over here. Yep.
Okay.
And I will await the turn. So but I wanted to summon both toads here. Is it cool if I just put a circle there?
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
just put circles for where the toads are.
Cool.
Lovely. Toads. Great.
Oops. Hold on. 1 second.
Alright. Oh, they have a bite attack.
It's got a little eye.
Swallow. Holy bananas. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
They're
trying
cool.
really trying to make sure that they don't mess with us right now.
That's fair. Them's these big toads too. Them's these big toads.
They're large
Yeah, they are
creatures,
big
right?
Nice.
toads.
Yes.
They're large creatures.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Them's is some big toads.
Hit them instead of me, and I'm hiding behind the giant guy.
Yeah, and Actinia now has flanking with one of the guys in the toad. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to group 1, which is actually these 2 guys, and all of a sudden there's a toad in their face. So they're gonna attack the toads.
Okay.
I'm playing against myself for a little bit. That please forgive me as I just sit here and that's not nice to the toad.
and play with
Ouch.
my toys.
Holy bananas! They've got some hit points on them, huh?
Yeah,
I'll
they're
have to
beefy
use
boys.
These guys later. Thanks for the new toys. That also hits. It's not too bad. Okay. So that guy attacks that toad. This guy over here's gonna attack this toad, cause like, holy cow, that's a toad.
Yeah.
That's one heckin' scary muggle chucker.
Mhm. And then I can also keep track of the HP for them too, so you don't have to, DM.
Okay. So that was 11 points of total damage on toad over here.
Okay.
This guy.
I'll make that
and then-
toad too.
That's gonna get 6 points of damage on toad. Other toad.
This will be toad 1, and this one will be toad 2.
Okie dokie.
6 on toad 1.
Yes, 6 on
Cool.
toad 1, and another 5 on toad 1.
Okay. Fair enough.
They have a fairly low armor,
Yeah.
but they got some decent stuff on them. And this guy, he's just like, holy bananas, there's a lot going on here. Oh, there's so many things. There's so many things you could do. But like, there's this very big guy, and he just killed his buddy. So like, whack.
And he just caught my hammer from 10 feet away.
Yeah, he's just like, this is, I mean, clearly this guy, he's got some reach on him. So, but a 9 does not hit you because he is scared. Does an 18 hit?
And 18 does hit.
All right, and that is 9 points of damage. He
Copy.
rolled max on that. And then an 18. But that's only 5 points of damage.
Copy.
Which is the end of Boss Boy's turn. Which brings us to group 2, and there's only one person in group 2 left. And they're between an angel and a toad placed. And they're like, what do I do? Oh my gosh, there's a toad here, and I think they're gonna be a little distracted by the magical giant toad because they have no idea what this thing can do. So yeah, they're gonna try to heat the toad. For that hits. But he only does 2 points of damage on toad 1.
Oh, okay.
And then he's gonna take another hit, but that misses. Yeah, he's a little shaken. Which brings us to Edwin.
Alrighty. Okay, so first I'm gonna do another Ray of Frost on this guy here.
Okay.
Nice.
Does a
doesn't hit.
12.
That does not hit. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Ow!
But as a bonus action,
Bounces
which
off his armor.
I'm upset with myself that I forgot this was bonus action. I'm going because all of my party members have taken some damage. I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word.
Oh, that's right. Such a good spell.
So you will all heal for 1d4 plus 4, which I have to type it out.
How many people does that target in total?
Everyone within range, and you're all within range. So
7 points of healing.
so you all heal for 7.
All right.
All right, back up to max.
DM, would that also include my toadies?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
If Edwin wants to include the toadies.
Yes, they are within range. I will toadies as well.
Okay.
Edwin
I-
hates frogs.
I totally healed the toads.
Yeah, that actually. Yeah, that
I just
actually caps you
realized.
out at that. Yeah, okay.
I just realized what I did and I deleted your numbers. That's my bad.
Oh, it's fine. I did a bad job, so
I wondered what those were for a second. All right. That's the end of your turn.
that's what I get for trying to write with my right when I'm left-handed.
That's true.
That'll
Well,
be-
and trackpads are hard to write with anyway.
that'll be it for me.
All right.
Nice.
Which brings us to group 3, who's dead. Apprentice 1, who's also dead. Fen,
Who's not
Get
dead?
him.
who's not dead.
So I'm gonna
Totally
look
not
at
dead.
the boss in front of me and just go, hi.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because I have 13 of 62 hit points. So I'm just gonna kind of slap my chest and use that. I don't have a button for Cure Wounds, so I will
Really?
just roll it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That's 1d8 plus 3.
Noise.
Yes.
Right.
3?
So that'll give
Doesn't
myself-
it use charisma?
Spellcasting modifier.
It's in D&D Beyond. It only says 1d8 plus 1. So I apologize. That is 4.
Okay. I
You
was
are
like,
correct.
wait. Hi. You have a low charisma, my friend.
I do. So I'm gonna do that. So that'll bring me back up to 17, and then I'm gonna, because he seemed to like the hammer so much before, I'm gonna slap him with the hammer as a bonus action.
Mickey.
Nice.
That's-
That hits. And that will take the man down.
Oh damn! I was gonna throw my Giant's Might in there too, but that's fine.
I mean, you can throw in the Giant's Might, because it technically
Yeah,
is a
'cause
little
I don't
low,
get-
but I wanted to round up.
Well, not only that, but I don't get another attack, so that's
Yeah.
an extra 2 damage.
And
then
that is
I'm-
actually enough.
So I
was
will
trying to be nice.
move. I'm gonna give both of these toads flanking.
Fantastic. Boss 1 is dead. Glib. Oh wait,
Oh.
what? No, it's the Toad's turn.
Oh.
The
Sweet.
Toad's turn.
Perfect.
My bad. Sorry.
So then,
And they're gonna take a bite each.
Yep.
I assume. Yes.
yeah, they'd want to bite this guy and then this guy because that's kind of like how I was summoning them to attack. In
you
order
wanna-
to get first.
Do you wanna give them or do the rolls for them?
Yeah. Let me just edit this real fast. So I'll just have the roll the hits because it's faster to make real fast.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
the first one would be a 17.
That
Um,
hits.
So
very
we won't
much
even
so.
need to roll the advantage for that one. And the
Yep.
second one would be a 12.
That also hits. Both of them are
Okay.
hit. But roll at advantage just for reasons of that 20s.
Okay. Okay. So that is 1d10 plus 2. I'm actually just gonna roll my dice.
Such an obnoxious number. Holy bananas.
Right? They're pretty cool.
They are pretty
Look
cool.
at the toads.
I could scoop these guys up really nice.
I don't want to give you ideas.
Oh, you already have, darling.
That is 11, and then also plus 1d10 poison damage for this first toad's attack. So that's 11 points of piercing damage, and then an additional 6 points of poison damage.
Peas and crackers.
Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
And then for the second toad, we'll be rerolling the same thing. That is a 10, so 12 points of piercing damage, and then 7 points of poison damage.
Yeah, so they're both dead.
Sweet. He didn't even get to swallow them.
I mean, you could as like a victory lap.
So it's a little out of order, but because of everything, I'm going to give this guy a free action. He is the last guy up. He is looking around, and he is just drops his weapon and holds his hands into the air.
Can he look back and there's just like a toad, like with its tongue just staring at him, like, oh god.
Yeah,
just
he's
move.
he's just looking at everything like that. So Glib, it is now your turn.
Glib's gonna saunter up.
Hmm?
So Glib's gonna saunter up and just be like, so, you know how to run a boat? Good.
And
Got
give it
me.
a break.
Does anyone plan to attack this guy?
No.
No, I think definitely Beeg, upon seeing him surrendering, he has no malice towards the man, and I would communicate that to my toads as well.
Technically,
Fantastic.
we violate enough of the Geneva Convention as it stands.
So, with everything like that, I am actually going to put us to break because we probably should have gone to break about an hour ago.
But
So yeah, but combat. So we will be right back, everybody. See y'all soon. Welcome back, everybody. So just at the end of our break, our noble and intrepid adventurers had finished off their battle, and now had a man standing there very scared, with two very large frogs staring at him, and a very large guy, and a small guy who turns into a bear, and a guy who just teleports and destroys people, and a guy who made him icy a couple of times, and this angel chick that's just terrifying. And so he's just standing there with his hands up in the air, and Glib asked him if he could sail a ship, and he nodded.
All right.
I'm gonna pull a pair of manacles out of the bag of holding. Because I have a pair of giant's manacles, and I have a pair of standard manacles, and I'm going to just cuff this dude.
As they're doing that, DM, I'd like to head over towards the animals and start tending to them.
Go for it. Roll me anvil and
Oh my goodness. Lucky. Bardic inspiration.
The way it stacks. Yes.
15.
Very nice. Absolutely, yeah. So so yeah, all of these animals, like they're scared. They're not doing great. A lot of them look very like they aren't super trusting, but they seem to be willing to accept your presence.
It's okay, little fellas. Don't worry. I'm here to get you out of here. While they're, I guess, like interrogating this guy and figuring out what they want to do, can I do a ritual cast of speak with animals so I can communicate with them, at least on a minute basis?
Absolutely. So you have 10 minutes.
Sweet.
All right.
So I'm gonna, after shackling the dude, you, Crate, sit. You're lucky I don't pile your dead friends on top of you.
Oh, that's a little macabre. Even for us.
That's a weird flex. My God.
So I'm gonna start searching the bodies while watching this guy.
Go for it.
Yeah, there's a lot of bodies. I'm gonna help him out.
Since I no, I wouldn't be able to. I'd be too busy casting.
Do you want to do 2 separate rolls, Edwin, or do you want to give me advantage either or?
What's your investigation?
Dose.
Then I will just roll separately.
You got an 11.
Damn.
So we're basically just kind of like,
Yeah, we're not good at this.
we're just fleecing the
We're
bodies
the
as best we can.
We're the worst investigators. Collectively, as a whole, we are just
Fine,
the
I'll
worst.
take a look. Let's see what's going on.
You know what we need is a marine biologist.
Nice.
That's a terrible joke to make at current moment, but also very funny. I get that reference. Yeah, so Glib, Edwin and Fen are just like looking, and they're looking, and they're looking. They're not really finding a whole lot. But you manage to come around to one of the bosses and dig through his pockets, and you do find a key ring, as well as a folded up piece of paper, that seems to be a map to where he parked the ship. So you know where the ship is, and a marking on the blueprints of the ship, with a little X as to where you might find something, I'm sure, as well as 10 gold pieces.
Ooh,
And 5 copper pieces.
throw them in the fund.
How much?
10 gold pieces and 5 copper pieces.
You see, with folks in this area, they're probably not keeping things in their pockets, right? You gotta check the lining, you gotta check the boots, it's annoying. Sometimes it's in the hat brim, it's a whole thing.
Well, yeah. I don't notice any purses on them anyway. And they just have standard weapons, right?
Yeah. You find scimitars, you find 1 hand crossbow, and or light crossbow is what it's called, actually. You find a bunch of daggers. You find a spell casting, like the spell book of the wizard that no one can really use.
I'm gonna take that spell book, and I'm gonna stick it in the bag I'm holding.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Glib?
Oh, I said the boy wizard.
Yes, the boy wizard.
So Glib's gonna toss the keys over to Beeg, just like, hey, these might come in handy. and then head over to the food table and grab a bunch of food and start bringing it over for the animals.
It's just sitting there trying to ritual cast, and Key's just like, here you go.
Ah, man, I gotta start over.
Yeah, once we get done searching the bodies, I'll search the room real quick for anything else that might be there, and then I'm gonna try and take a short rest.
You looking for like? Are you just like looking around, or are you?
I'm looking for anything of note, anything we can use, any sort of.
Okay, but are you like looking around the room, or are you like digging,
What's in the crates, Fen?
interacting with things?
Yeah,
Opening crates.
Yeah, I'm checking crates. I'm digging
Roll
through
me
stuff.
another investigation check, because that differentiates between whether it's investigation or perception. Is the reason I asked the question.
That would be a 12.
I mean, in the crates you find some food stuffs, assumably for the animals. You find some like cloth and clothes, things like that. Nothing particularly of too much interest. Just general cloth, clothing, stuff to take care of the animals. More crates.
Okay. Yeah, once I'll let everybody know that I found the food for the animals. And then I will move over to the food table and just kind of like anything that looks like it's edible for me, I will just kind of nibble on a little bit, and then I'm just gonna sit down and just kind of.
Okay, so I want to walk over to our new captive. And very just nonchalantly, just, hey there, guy. Got some questions for you. First of all, is there anybody else in this building?
How'd you get the guys upstairs?
There's guys upstairs.
There were 4 blokes upstairs. They were lookouts. One of them is Salty Bob. He drinks a lot.
So those are probably the guys we took care of outside.
Aye, probably.
Alrighty. What's
I would never got to know Salty Bob.
What's your deal? What's your name? What's your deal? Why y'all here? Why you doing this? Give me your spiel.
I am Sir Anthony Stephen. I'm pirate. Sort of just doing what the captain said. Was doing what the captain said. He liked to sell stuff to rich folk. Always sold stuff to rich folks. Stuff they wanted, like the fancy birds and things like that.
Oh, was that the captain? Just kind of vaguely gesturing to either of the boss corpses.
Aye.
Oh, okay.
That is
All right,
captain.
excellent. So, y'all have a boat then?
Aye.
Is it a large boat?
Nay.
Approximately how many people would it take to man the vessel?
3, 12 plus 82. 4.
And do you know how to operate the vessel?
Aye.
Do I believe him?
Go ahead and roll me a insight check.
These are the important questions.
Very important question.
18.
Nice.
You get that he's being as honest with you as he possibly can. You wonder if he can do math.
That did seem a little suspicious.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure if this man knows how to count.
We're gonna have to find a navigator. So,
Aye.
do you have any other compatriots in town or on this island?
I dunno, nay. No, nay. But, I mean, I could ask a guy. You probably don't want the guy. I only know one guy. He's not bad. Shoved him in a pool and punched out his eye once, but like, he's not bad.
All right.
Hold on. You punched out his eye.
Aye. And he got my teeth. And he smiles, and you see he's only got like 3 teeth.
Damn, that's alright, Donnybrook. Alright.
Aye, he's a good man for the fisticuffs. Not so much for the anything else. Knee deep in booze with him, you know.
Alrighty. So, safe to assume you are more motivated by money than you are allegiance to any individual or group.
I mean, you put it that way, and I sound a bit yellow. I'm not yellow.
Well, let me put it to you this way. For our
Just a
mutual
coward.
benefit, I'd be much more comfortable just hiring you, and we're going to steal your boat. We can either hire you to help us use the boat and or find other people to help us use the boat, or we can threaten your life to do the same, but I'd rather have us be on agreeable terms.
I'm in it, yeah. Sure. I like money. Money's great. I'm in
Who
it.
doesn't?
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't mean that in any way, shape, or form. But I'm bleeding pretty profusely. Got some frills marks. And there's a pile of boys, including my old boss. Threatening
Yes.
life. Might have
Ben's just
already
gonna
happened.
gesture to his body, because I'm at 70. Yeah, I'm at 17 of 62. Just ask me if I care about your bodily fluids leaking on the floor right now.
I'm just threatening my life might have already happened.
Well, no, that's my
I'm
point.
not smart thing, but no.
This just proves that, like, we'll do it.
I
This is not.
beg
This
of
isn't.
that part out.
This isn't a threat. This is an ultimatum.
I'll take the money. I like money
Cool.
and breathing.
Can I attempt an insight
Okay.
check to see if he would genuinely just be like, cool, I'm kind of coming out on top, getting a job instead of death, and to not betray us immediately.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Oh boy. Here we go. Oh no.
I mean, he's a scared.
Alright, so I was speaking very plainly and just, everyone should have been able to hear me, so I'll just turn to the group and just, alright, what does everybody think?
I mean, we probably don't need the boat after we're done getting where we're going. Maybe he could help us out in exchange. He gets to be the captain.
I'm gonna look at him and just, you want to get your own boat? Help us out? Make some money? Get your own boat?
Not die.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
My name is Rancid Stephen.
We're gonna have to change that, Rancid Steven. You're gonna be captain. You can't be
Captain
Rancid
Steven.
Steven.
You know what? No, let's get you cleaned up, get you some money, get you some nice fake teeth, and you can be Captain Esteban. Get you nice and fresh.
We come in.
Actually, as a kid, I always wanted to be known as the Dread Pirate Periwinkle.
Okay, well, let's not go too crazy. Let's start with Captain Steven first, and then if you earn dread and start wearing a lot of light purple, then maybe we'll get there.
we come in here and we like murder everyone this person has known, and we're like, we're gonna take you out of here, girl. We're gonna give you a better life. You better than this.
Well,
Either Glib or Edwin can roll me a persuasion check at advantage, or you can roll me separate persuasion checks if you'd like.
Edwin, I'm gonna let you roll with advantage. I know what you're capable of.
Terrifying things. Holy banana balls. So 20. Right? Am I wrong? 20?
Is it plus 10 or plus 11?
It's plus 10.
Yeah, but
19.
minimum is 20.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's right.
So, yeah, 20. So yeah, you just... Can I be Dread? Captain Steven?
You gotta earn Dread. Dread's one of those things people gotta start calling you, you know? You can't just call yourself Dread.
Yeah, and we just got off a boat where there was a guy named Greg who was walking around calling himself that, and let me tell you, nobody took his ass seriously.
Listen, I want you to be Dread. I get it. I want that for you, but it's not that easy.
That's fair.
But you know what? Not being rancid, that's a step in the right direction. Because you don't want people to dread being around you. You want people to dread you.
Yeah!
You got potential over there, Steve.
And on this episode of Pirate Makeover, we find one lonely guy.
We
We're gonna
heard
change
that
his life.
we heard you need a boat, so we put a boat in your boat.
Well, this guy was the only guy that made a good choice today.
Yeah.
Looked around, saw everyone was dead, and went, I don't want it dead. I don't want it dead. I really don't want it dead.
And those are the kind of instincts that make a good captain.
I can do that.
Granted, when you get a new crew, you can start out with Dread. Maybe choose one guy, just stab him, throw him off the boat immediately.
Show 'em my fancy new teeth. Yeah.
Flash those fancy new teeth of yours, yeah. But either way, we gotta get these animals to somewhere that isn't here, and I figured maybe you could help us out.
Oh yeah, I can do that. There's a cart.
Already paying dividends. All right, let's start loading these boys up in the cart. Let's get them some food too. How's it going over there, Big?
Yeah.
Has my spell popped off?
Yeah, at this point I think you would have just
Sweet.
gotten them.
And I get to mark off a short rest, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I only wanted to speak to them mainly just to be able to ease their nerves a little bit more, let them know that like everyone here, like, hey, we're here to help you guys. So Beeg's gonna be like kind of growl grunting towards them. I know that they're all babies and they're young, so hopefully they can kind of understand the gist and will be more willing to come with us so we can save them.
Roll me your choice of either a persuasion check or an animal handling check.
Oh, definitely animal handling. 14?
Yeah. So yeah, they seem, a couple of them seem to be a little bit more hesitant than others.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, they're just like, you can talk to us. You
Yes.
can talk to Malfortunes. You have no hair. That's weird. Like
Well, he's pretty furry. He's got the big.
Hey, look at
beard.
that. I'm gonna like twiddle my beard in front of me. What are you talking about?
Oh, you
And-
got fur.
And I'll even like pick it up and like drop it on their head so they can like feel it.
The displacer cub is just kind of like batting it like it's young, with his little like tails kind of flicking at it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll come this way. And then, where did he point the cart was at? Because I'm assuming this is something we can kind of carry them in.
Yeah, it would be upstairs and kind of to the side.
like an outdoor tuck to the side, the side of the back entrance that you guys came through.
All right.
He would lead you to it, and the animals are all just kind of following after you like little ducks in a row.
Aw.
Following the leader, the leader, the leader, following the leader.
As I'm walking past Edwin here, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna be like, I'm their mommy, and keep walking.
Yes.
You know what? I like that enough. I'm gonna just pull out my lute and start playing some music, and we're just gonna Hakuna Matata this. So they're just walking around doing the.
Yes. Absolutely.
Did before we leave, did anyone does anyone need help getting all that food? Are we good? Someone got that for the little ones?
How much of it looked good when I was in there?
In the crates, all of it looked good.
I'm gonna.
It didn't look like people food. It looked like animal food.
Yeah, because I imagine we're taking these animals on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh.
I'm gonna stick the crates onto the cart, and then.
Nice. Hey, don't worry about food for us, guys. I can take care of that too. Like, we'll be fine for us. I care about the little ones, and I am their
Makes sense to
mother.
me.
Mommy Big is what they call me.
So I guess we gotta get the animals and the crates back to the ship, which is funny because I'm sure that's where they just came from.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, yeah.
Not so rancid Steven has been giving you instructions and helping load up things and things like that.
Cool.
Well then, montage.
Yeah.
You need a montage.
And you guys get everything loaded up onto the ship. It's not the nicest ship on the planet. It's a small little boat. But it'll do in a pinch. There's no holes in it, so for better or for worse, with the disgusting looking deck, there's a reasonable little boat with a under like below deck area, small, tiny little galley, some hammocks, captain's quarters.
I'll check the map and see what that X is, if that's possible.
Yeah, and you go below deck and you find a little hold, that seems to be full of. There's a couple maps in it, as well as a little pile or a little like chest.
Well, I gotta see what's in the chest. Unless it's a
Fantastic.
mimic.
Roll me an investigation check.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
An unlocked chest.
Natural
Nice.
20.
I really gotta know.
Yeah, and it does not resist you. Like somehow you managed to charm this chest open, with your
and he's
brains
got
and
that
prowess.
stick.
Yeah,
Oh,
he does it. You have the whirly glow stick, which just straight up pops the chest open, and inside you do find a chest full of gold, platinum, silver, and copper.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, as well as a couple of rubies and emeralds and sapphires.
Neat. Holy crap.
Yeah. So I will get you the exact numbers of that later.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, you find essentially the treasure hold, captain's treasure hold.
We're gonna have to leave some of this for Steve, but not all of it.
Steve doesn't need all of it.
No.
Yeah.
He's gotta
fix the damn ship.
Start from the bottom, you know?
Yeah. He's got to get his own treasure. Do his own plundering, pillaging.
You want
Erotic.
people thinking he's soft just because he got a handout.
Yeah, exactly. He is not yellow. But yeah. So what y'all gonna be up to?
Alright, listen, Steve. How long is it going to take you to get the crew you need to man this damn boat?
I thought that was us.
Oh shit, is it us?
I think it's us. You only had one other guy who has one eye, who's good at fighting and nothing else.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. If we could try and find other people, to help run it. I mean, we
Well-
could attempt it. I have no idea if he'd be able to teach us to help us do that.
I mean, I could look in town. There's got to be a few that are looking for a new profession and a new shape. I've certainly heard plenty of people who just.
Is there anywhere in town where you can get like new clothes so you don't look as much like a deckhand?
At least a big hat. You gotta have a big hat.
Hat, coat, something.
Why not
Man.
give him some of the
Well,
clothes off
also-
the dead people?
Well, also because we all stick out, you know, and he fits in a little more. So maybe if we kind of use him to go around talking to people, but we also don't necessarily want him to just be like, "Hey, so I just came into a lot of money. Don't rob me."
Oh no, that's not how you talk around here.
Maybe just make it seem as though he's found a wealthy patron, and he's like, "Hey, I need a crew because like this dude's paying me money. Like, come on." And
That's
then,
also not how you talk around here.
Well, yeah, that's why you do the talking.
Well, I think either way, I should just head to the ship with our precious little ones here because I don't want anyone in town seeing them.
I think we're
I
on
thought-
the
We
ship.
You're-
did.
yeah,
We
you're
made
already
it
on
to
the
the
ship.
ship already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant I should go to the ship 5 feet over there. That's what I was talking about. It's long. It's a long walk for me, people. Look at me. I'm so tiny.
That's true. You're rather small, even for a proper sized bloke.
Yeah, you would say that.
Yeah. But yeah, I can probably do the thing. It might take me like a day or two.
You got 16 hours.
Right.
I
I
love
should
it.
get going. I should go then.
Hey,
So-
hey, Steve.
Yeah?
Word of advice: fake it till you make it. Confidence, my dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna hand him 10 gold.
Wow, that's 4 farms.
But yeah, but I also want him to be able to like get clothes and arm himself and get something done about the ship
Yeah.
before we get there. You use this to clean the ship as best you can. Get yourself some new threads, some decent fucking weaponry, mate,
Or
and
flash it to hire new friends.
all that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, Steve, need your attention.
Yeah.
Gonna get real serious in a minute, all right? Because when we come back, we might be coming in hot. You understand what that means?
You gonna light yourself on fire?
No, well, I mean,
Ideally not, but
ideally
you know.
not, but it could happen, and so we have something we have to take care of on the island, and we
Well,
might.
that bloke over there, he does the ice thing. I have the burn marks through it.
All right, Steve.
Aye.
You ever hear the name Bloodmane?
Aye.
Yeah. Okay. So if you see us running, assume he's hot on our ass. All right.
Aye.
Yeah,
Okay.
avoid Blendmaid and his crew.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, he's got it.
They're
All right.
pricks. Except that bird dude. That bird bloke always buys good doll. He's
Oh
not bad.
shoot! Wait a sec. A bard dude?
Aye.
Did we talk to
That
a
was
bard
probably
guy?
the same one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back. All right. I liked him too. I'll have to get my
Well-
money back off of him.
Right. But it sounds like you guys have at least the start of a plan. And with that, I think it is time for all of us over here to say goodnight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a wonderful week, and we will see you very soon. Hasta la pasta. Bye.
Much fun. Bye.
Take care.
Take it easy.
And that brings us to the end of our show, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We absolutely appreciate it. We will see you tomorrow for metagaming and keep you up to date on everything else that we're going to be doing through our Twitch channels, if you have followed here, as well as our Twitter pages and our Facebook page and our Discord. So we look forward to talking to you real soon, and thank you for joining us. Bye, everyone.